Just turn your volume down if you're watching it. If you're gonna watch it on while we're live. Oh, good evening or good afternoon, and welcome to episode 28 of Pillar Talk. I'm sitting here with Matt and Maria Salas, and what's up, motherfucker? How you
Hey, what's
doing?
up?
Tell me a little bit about yourself, dude.
Uh, I love playing guitar, man. I'm known as El Mariachi on YouTube. El Mariachi Salas.
Is that your?
That's my channel, yeah.
That's your. Wait, what? El Malarache?
El Mariachi.
That's what does that
like in a
mean?
Mexican restaurant, the dudes come in and they play
The
the mariachis.
the mariachi
They
band?
play traditional Mexican folk music.
Yeah, but you don't. You grind out,
Well, my
dude.
cousin he kind of gave me the name, so I was like, I'm gonna make that my
You might as well.
channel name.
You might as well, dude.
So one of my videos, he said, "That's my cousin El Mariachi."
El Mariachi.
Yeah. Which actually, I was watching Jack and Ozzy's World Detour the other day. You ever watch that show? Ozzy,
Yeah, no, I haven't.
And they went to this bar and grill, I think, in Texas. And there's a band there that plays. They're called Brown Sabbath. And they're part Black Sabbath, part mariachi band. So they played Sabbath tunes, but they got the horn section too. Oh, they're badass. Yeah.
Brown Sabbath.
Yeah, look them up on YouTube. I'm sure they're on there.
That's fucking awesome. Actually,
There's
that's
a bunch of Mexican dudes that play Sabbath. Yeah, Brown Sabbath.
So. Tell me what made you?
Shaking that vibrato and making them faces, and it was just the coolest thing ever.
So you
But fast forward, just came out. I had a little transistor radio, and that was it. That was the shit.
yeah, that was the fucking. You were rich.
Yeah, that really lit the fire. And then fast forward to when I was about 13, I walked up to this flea market, the YMCA flea market. It was a rainy day. None of my friends wanted to do anything. And I bought an 8-track, a Deep Purple Machine Head. Smoke on the
really?
Water was on it. I paid like 10 cents for it.
Yeah, but 10 cents back then was a lot of money, dude.
But anyway,
You got
I got home and I put it in my 8-track player, and it was like I knew every song. Like I never heard anything under but Smoke on the Water, but
you
it was
knew
like this. They wrote this thing just for me.
Oh, really?
Kind of felt like that.
So when did you get your first guitar?
Christmas of '79. So
I remember that year.
it was this guitar shop cuff. So one Christmas, my parents finally got me one. I think it was just supposed to be like a fad or whatever. I try it, and
Yeah. Did it just come? Did you taught yourself how to play then?
no. I took lessons. I went through one book to learn how to read music, and then I was like, reading music ain't for me because I'm not learning how to play anything. All I'm learning is how to read music,
Right.
and it's like, how am I supposed to play and read music at the same time? Like, that's like impossible to me.
Yeah, because
So then I gave it up and I became a bass player.
was that just easier because you could just go with the flow of the beat, or
No, a friend of mine in high school by the name of Jimmy Nelsky, he found out that I had a guitar, and he says, "Hey man, if you want to play bass, you could be in my band." So he gave me a bass and a bass amp, and we started jamming in this other the drummer's basement, and he was like, "Here, learn this Maiden song and learn this Scorpions tune," and starting off on bass, just learning Iron Maiden was like,
I love Iron Maiden.
if you can do that, then you can pretty much do anything.
Really? That's the best.
I mean, I'm not going to try to be Flea and play funk music. That ain't me.
Right.
That ain't me at all.
Yeah, you just
But the galloping beats of Maiden and shit. It was like I could do that like right off the get go.
What was your first band called? What was your guys' band
I
called?
think we called ourselves Burgundy Rain. I'm pretty sure it was a name that other people used too, but
Burgundy Rain.
yeah. But we had a blast. We'd smoke some weed and jam and play a little party here and there, and then we graduated, and everybody went their separate ways.
Yeah. That's fucking.
He actually went on to play in a lot of bar bands and stuff like that. He played with my cousin too, but he was pretty much just a auto mechanic for a living.
Right. Just
I still talk to him. He's lives down in Florida, but
you guys ain't getting the band back together?
No, no. Once I got married, the band thing wasn't like, that's not something you need to do.
Right. Right. So, but you still play guitar. I've seen that you can fucking.
Oh, I could never not play guitar.
It's just
It's
part
just
of your.
what I have to do every day.
That's what you say. That's literally what you when we worked together. That's what you would say. I'm going home and jamming the fuck out all night, you know. And then you started that Friday was the Friday night jam or something.
Yeah, well, my wife she wanted me to post a video, so I did, and everybody started like it was just some bull crap.
Now you're the godfather of
some
guitar.
Bull crap anyway.
Yeah.
I'm not into like playing songs for the most part, unless it's surf music. But I just like jam, just hit record and whatever comes out, comes out.
Oh, so it's all freestyle? So you're a freestyle?
I never have a plan.
That's awesome.
I just try to stay in the key, and playing guitar is not that difficult if you know the scale patterns. As long as you stay to them, it's like target practice.
Right, you just got.
You can't hit a wrong note if you're playing in the key you stick to your scale. It's always going to sound right.
It's always going to sound the same, like it's supposed to.
Yeah, so you're just there, and it's like picking and choosing. I'll do a little this, I'll do a little that. You know, maybe I'll go outside the box and it'll sound like crap, and then I can come back and make it all make sense again.
Right.
But yeah, it's just a blast, man. It's like going on a mental vacation to me when I'm jamming.
That's like a form of meditation.
And my pick, the funny thing is the pick that I'm using now, my wife wanted to go to the state park and walk on the beach and take some pictures a few months back. And I looked down and I saw this rock, and I could see a pick in it. So I took it to work, and on the bench grinder, I shaped it and polished it all up. So I'm using this rock that I found at Sterling State Park.
Does it sound good? Does it sound good?
It's the best pick I've ever had in my life.
That's awesome.
And it's a fucking rock.
It's a rock.
You did it.
It came from the universe, man.
You're
That's my pick of destiny. It traveled through the universe for billions of years for me to find it laying on the beach.
That's the truth.
And
Dude,
I just refined it a little bit, and it's great. Besides that, I'll use my my 2 fingernails.
Came from the nature.
From being a bass player, I can play guitar like I'm playing a bass sometimes.
That's the best pick. I like that. That's a cool story, dude. And it doesn't sound any different from like a plastic pick, or does it sound
louder.
better?
It's brighter and louder.
It takes it even. Oh, that's sweet. So what you found? How long ago? 3 months ago you found that? Is that what you've been using?
About 3 months ago.
That's your main pick you use besides your fingers?
That's the only pick I'll use.
What got you into doing the surf tunes? When you were
Like watching the Munsters growing up. You know, the Munsters was all surf music. You ever watch the Munsters?
Nope.
You've never saw the Munsters?
No,
I
man.
know what you're talking about, but I couldn't.
I've heard the
recall
shit out of them.
Well, their soundtrack, it was all surf music, like spooky surf music.
Oh, really? Like a little bit.
Yeah. Well, at that time on TV, I mean, like Batman was surf-based theme. Actually, the Ventures wrote the Batman song tune. You had James Bond that was super huge, right? So English spy theme music kind of meshes with surf music. They borrow from the same type of sounds. And
you just like that sound?
It's badass.
Yeah. Do you just try different? Like, is there a certain guitar you have to use to play surf music? It can be anything?
but I belong to this one group on Facebook, a private surf group, and they are some picky motherfuckers, you know.
Are they?
They were like, "Oh, you can't use that guitar and play surf music." Well, then why did I just do it?
Yeah,
you know? I did it, and I'm like, "Well, show me what you got to offer," and they never do. They never do. It's probably a 7-year-old kid in his basement somewhere, you know.
You don't know how to play no surf music on that V guitar.
So like another video I posted was just a metal shred. and I posted it as a surf tune, and then they all got
They
really
fucking
pissed off.
they had a shit show in there.
Yeah,
It was
Which, that was my, I aimed to do that.
yeah. You got a lot of mad faces on your reactions.
Yeah. So I started saying like, "You hate me because you hate me." And haters would be haters, because I just watched that movie. What's that movie? The Interview.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
So I borrowed from that.
Haters gonna hate.
Yeah.
He's-
That's funny.
You took that hate and you started a fire with it, man. But I mean, you're just out there, you're just jiving, having a good time. That's all.
Yeah, my living room's my studio, man. My amp sits right there next to my TV and my camera on my tripod, and sometimes I'm just like, I think I'll do a video right now.
Yeah, so your
So I'll
poor
go put my-
wife can't
I'll
watch
put
no
my-
fucking TV.
No, she got her
Oh,
own TV.
Oh.
I have my own.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
You gotta
No,
go in the room.
it only takes
Yes.
me like 5 minutes.
Oh, really?
And then I got a card reader, so I take my card out of my camera, zap it right into my phone.
Oh, really?
You know,
You're
it's a little
technical.
adapter that plugs into your
Yeah, you just
recording
yeah.
thing, or recharging port.
yeah. That I need that, dude,
Yeah,
because my
pop it
fucking
in there. It's like $40.
No, you need a new phone.
yeah, my phone won't do that. My
Hey
phone.
Jen, just in case you're watching,
Yep,
My sister.
She's definitely watching.
What's up?
In there too?
Santa Cruz, California, representing.
oh, that's my friend Josh Rooney.
Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, she used to live out there.
Oh,
She just moved
represent
here. She just moved here to Woodhaven.
your sister.
Yeah,
Sweet.
after
So
all these years.
reunited and it feels so good. Serenading you and my my moo moo.
Yeah.
You don't want none of that. So
But, let's see. So, after I got out of the Air Force, I was still playing bass. And I wanted to give guitar a shot again because, okay, I'm married now. Playing bass just by myself is kind of boring. You know, you got to at least have a drummer with you if you're going to play bass.
right, or somebody that can sing
Yeah. I mean, so
like me.
I bought a guitar from one of my coworkers so I thought I was a guitar builder at the time also. So I bought this beautiful Fender Stratocaster, and I came to work one day. I had it all taken apart in pieces, and I went to the bandsaw in the tool room, and I started making it shaped the way I want it to be shaped. And this dude's like, "Oh my God, what are you doing to my guitar?" It's like, "No, it's mine now."
Oh my god. How'd you do on it? You fucked it all up?
No, I made it playable, and eventually I whacked on it a little too much, and it wound up in the garbage. But it was a learning experience.
You
I did that
ruined,
to a whole bunch of guitars.
ruined the
I would go buy a
Stratocaster.
my wife knows, I would go buy a brand new guitar and then buy a package of sandpaper, come home, take it apart, sand it down to bare wood, and be like, now that's how it's supposed to look. You know, and then I finally got over that. Now I just play them.
Yeah, how many guitars you think you got? Instruments? 'Cause
I only have 2 right now.
oh, just
But over my lifetime, I couldn't even count.
just go through them like it's nothing.
Yeah. I mean, and then a few years, 7 years ago, I bought a $1,800 Fender Stratocaster, my dream guitar. And
Took a shit on you already?
no, I just realized that cheap guitars are better because I had a couple other guitars. So I brought it back to Guitar Center, and they basically gave me what I paid for it.
Oh,
They bought
really?
it back. I had all the paperwork, the bumper sticker, everything they gave me. You know, the price tag that hung on it, the case, the guitar. It was in mint condition. So, so I went from an $1,800 guitar down to a $300 guitar that blows the $1,800 guitar away. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
That's crazy. What is it like the way the guitar is made? Like, what is it? Is it the strings
It's
on
the
it?
shape of the neck and for my hands, and the fret wire is a lot
Oh,
taller.
for
so
your
you can really hang
yeah.
on to a note.
okay.
You know, and it's holding. It's like this thing is badass. It's just
And it's
just
not,
the shape of it.
and you didn't have to
know.
break your bank to buy it.
No.
You can go get another one right if that
Right.
one breaks.
Yeah. I recommend them to everybody.
What's it called?
It's a Jackson, Randy Rhodes.
Randy Rhodes,
It's a Randy Rhodes model, Jackson Flying V.
Jackson Flying
If you
V.
buy the one made in America, they're about $3,000.
Oh, the real one?
Yeah, like if you want the one that he played, like his total specifications. But the one I got is like, man, I'll never get. Well, I might get rid of it, but if I ever got rid of it, it would be for the exact same thing.
So you got
A different color.
that Flying V and the lap steel is all you got.
That's all I
right
got.
now. How different is the lap steel to the regular guitar?
Oh, that's a whole different world. That's like not even knowing how to play guitar anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, see,
Because you're laying.
a guitar is tuned standard, so like all the chords are the same on every guitar. However, you want to play a D chord or an E chord. Well, on a steel guitar, you tune it the way you want to tune it, which makes all the notes go somewhere else.
Okay.
So because you're playing straight across for the most
Yeah,
part.
because you have that bar that
Yeah,
you got to put your fingers
But
on.
that doesn't work on a standard guitar. It sounds like it's out of tune. So you have to tune, like, say, a chord that looks like this. Now you have to make it actually look like this,
A
straight across.
bar. Yeah, that would.
So when you play that chord, because you got a bar, you can't do this with a bar.
Oh, so that's.
It
not-
has to, that bar has to make that chord, so you have to tune it so that the notes fall in line. So now all the stuff you can play on the guitar, you can't play on the guitar. You come up sounding bluesy, which is awesome.
Isn't that what they were made for?
Yeah,
Okay.
blues and country, and originally I would say Hawaiian.
I love that fucking song.
But yeah, I mean, it's a blast. It's just once I break it out and start playing, I don't want to play anything else for a long time.
Oh, really? That's why.
Yeah.
You're not on it no more. Because you, how
When the time's right, it'll come out. But on my YouTube channel, that video, I think I got over 500 views on that one, and all my other videos have like 8 views, 2 views, no views.
yeah, because that lap steel, nobody.
I still got a bunch of videos I haven't posted yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You got a whole bunch of content that you're waiting to show the
It
world.
just takes a long time to upload them.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, I mean, some of them will take a half hour for them to load up on YouTube.
What do you got to do? Send it from your phone to YouTube?
Yeah. But the thing is I don't have cable TV or anything anymore, so I'm using my phone mostly just to watch, like, I got free TV apps. So
Right.
I can't be playing around with that when I'm watching TV.
Yeah, you're right.
But-
and then you get yelled at by your wife.
Well, that
she's,
bill just got
you're messing up my show. God dang it!
No. Oh, no. It's like, when I'm playing, it's not loud at all. I mean, my mic sits right on the speaker. And,
Oh, so it's low.
and-
It's not
and,
like.
Yeah, I mean, if I turned it up, it would sound horrible.
Oh, okay.
And the amp I got, actually, one day I was making my Friday jam. I belong to this group called Guitar Zoom Community,
Yeah.
run by this awesome guitar instructor by the name of Steve Stein. He's also the lead guitarist for he's the lead guitarist for Grim Reaper, the old 80s metal band.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've never heard of them. Are they good?
I like them. They're still around. Not all original, but anyway. I participate in this weekly, what do you call it? It's like a weekly event. And it's the virtual coffee house open mic jam. So you got a 24-hour window from Thursday to Friday midnight, from midnight to midnight,
Right.
to post a video of whatever you're into. Just, doesn't matter how good you are, how bad you are, whatever. Everybody supports everybody. And so anyway, my amp fried. And I couldn't make a video, so I posted, hey, I can't make a video this week. And this dude on there, he was like, hey, give me your address. I'm sending you an amp right now so you can keep participating. And like 3 days later, I had
Because
an
he
amp.
loves your music, dude.
Yeah, I had an amp sitting on my doorstep from that they shipped me.
It's probably
And that's the only amp. It's like this big. It's 10 watts, and really, I mean, if you crank it, it'll blow the windows out. You can't believe how loud this little thing is.
because he loves your goatee.
Yeah.
That's a goatee of it. Why didn't you braid it?
Yeah.
You still braid it?
No, I just let it fly free now.
Just let it
See, I
blow in the
bought a
wind.
straightener. That's why it's like otherwise it's a mess.
What is it, all fuzzy? It's
Yeah.
just little fuzzy.
Yeah, I bought this thing on Amazon. It's the greatest thing ever. You know, you plug it in, it heats up, and it just straightens right out, man.
Your wife was in there teaching you how to straighten your hair?
No. Well, that might have happened before I got
maybe.
the straightener.
You burned the fuck out of your beard? Oh, fuck, dude, I ruined it.
No, the braiding thing, you got to do it every day.
Yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. So when's the next time you're going back to the Philippines? Did you have any plan? Oh, COVID.
Hopefully next year.
Did COVID shut that down?
Oh,
Did
yeah,
you-
they're way strict shutdown than us.
Oh, really?
You know, they got martial law, so like there's a curfew. You better get off the streets by that curfew.
Oh, really? So it's hitting them. They're
Yeah,
not.
you're only allowed to buy so many items at the grocery store, and right now it's flooded everywhere with the typhoons, and yeah, it's bad.
Because you're a pillar to the community over there. You got your.
Well, I try.
You do, because you got those you didn't adopt those kids, but you pretty much adopted those kids. They're pretty much your kids. And then you
I'm
get
not going to boast or anything.
Yeah.
So it is what it is, and I love them all.
yeah. That's fucking Daddy Matt from the Philippines,
Yeah.
dude. and yeah, so like even flying over there, they're not even letting people fly.
Oh,
over
you
there,
can
are they?
fly there, but once you land, you got to go in quarantine for 2 weeks.
Oh, you're
So by then your vacation's done and you fly back home. You got to go in quarantine. You got no choice.
Oh my God! So what do? You got to stay in the hotel or
I
in
guess.
the airport for 2 weeks? You haven't went this year?
No,
that's a-
no, I wouldn't even. If
Wouldn't
I
even-
can't go and go to all my favorite places, they're all closed.
Oh, really?
You know, they're all shut down. Most of the restaurants and clubs and all they're not operating.
That's
Yes.
Can't have no fun.
I'm still praying for them down there. I'm still praying that, they just got this typhoon and mostly like a strong wind
yeah.
come by, and still have flooded. And it's just too much for the nature strike in one place, and after that, the wind goes in different way, and they don't expect it. Everything is flying.
Oh, it's like the end of the world when a typhoon.
Yes.
It's like a hurricane on steroids. A typhoon is.
Yeah, because you're.
It's way bigger than a hurricane
The houses down there is not. Some of them are not strong enough.
because of the warm waters in the tropics make the storm get.
Bigger, way bigger,
Super huge,
and it's
yeah.
not like
Yeah.
they're a giant landmass, so they could
No.
break up, 'cause-
No, the typhoon's bigger than the whole country when it comes through. But you just don't want to be where the eye is. That's where.
that's where
If you're
it's,
on the outside winds, it's still super bad, but
you gotta have.
like the eye is just, there's not going to be anything left.
Oh, so they're going through pandemic
I mean,
and
it
fucking.
takes ships out of the ocean and puts them in the middle of the city.
No way.
Shit like
Between
that.
the typhoon and the pandemic strike, is hard because people have no jobs and people still be, quarantined some places, and it's so hard, very hard for people that they want to eat, and then there's nothing to eat.
Nowhere to get it because
Yes, and
You can't buy a
everybody's
guitar.
surviving. Everybody's surviving for their own way,
Yep.
So it's just I'm praying that hopefully everything will come back
I hope that
normal.
That's
The
one thing I
pandemic
love.
is gone, I always praying in my country, Philippines, because my heart is still there.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
born in there.
Yeah.
And we are poor people and we're not rich.
Yeah.
So I'm lucky right now.
Some of
I'm
them
with
are.
him here and I have a job But still, even I'm here in America, still surviving too, just to go to work and pay your bills. You know,
Right.
It's like we always say, thanks God that we're okay,
Yeah.
but some of them are not okay. So we just count our blessing every day, every
Okay,
day.
let's get back to guitars.
I'm just sorry. I
No,
just
yeah.
am so emotional.
You got any
when
Eddie
it comes-
tattoos?
You got any what?
Eddie tattoos.
My dad does, but
Yeah.
I don't. I'm not as cool as my dad yet. I'm as
Yeah,
old
yeah.
as him
Yeah,
because
you
my
are.
body's broken, but I'm not as cool as him yet. To
What's
have
up
it.
with this trike?
You know what? I bought that 1983 truck. You see that blue truck? I
Yeah.
let my dad drive it to work sometimes. You know, and one time he peeled the tires out on it, and I said, "Dude, you're about not to be able to drive my truck no more," because it scared me. Made my butthole pucker up. And yeah.
You need to get a lowrider.
What I was gonna do it. See, what I was gonna do is I was gonna paint it purple, put some nice rims on it, drop it to the ground and stuff like that. And my dad was like, "Dude, that's a fucking original 1983 with no rust. Don't fuck this up. you know, don't ruin it because somebody's gonna want it." And actually, every time I go out driving in it, there's somebody, you know, anybody over the age of 50 wants this truck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, take it to a cruise in the summertime.
Yep. And then I'm losing interest in it because I can't make it. I can't pimp my ride out to it. You know what I'm saying? And keeping it original. And I really, really want a trike. I really want to see what I can do with the trike. So I'm gonna try to sell it and make a fucking trike, dude.
I like the trikes when they make them like a big wheel, where you're sitting for like right on the ground.
Yeah, I
big
seen-
wheel in the front.
I seen somebody in it.
and like big slicks on the back.
Yep.
Yeah, that looks
Seen
cool.
somebody in one of those dude, like when it was warm. I called my dad. I was like, "Dad, that's the kind of truck I want." The one dude was sitting down looking like he was watching TV. He was all
Yeah.
laid back.
I love motorcycles, but I sure as hell wouldn't want to end up,
like me.
what happened.
Yeah. See, that was
Dang,
me.
the cigarette of my husband is all going to my nose.
That. Let's see. Don't drive like me. I was being an idiot that day.
Yeah.
So that
Remember I
was.
told you at the time clock? I said, "Hey, when you gonna let me drive that thing, man?" And then I was sitting at home watching TV, and I picked up my phone, went on Facebook, and I saw Thad had posted what happened,
Yeah.
but no info really. I
Yeah.
was like, "Oh fuck, man, kidding me?"
Yeah.
And then
Me
when I came into work, everybody was in a big huddle talking about, what bad condition you were in, and you might not make it. And,
Yeah. It was it was tough. It was I woke up a couple days later, all fudged up, all
Yeah.
pilled up, or
I
not.
saw the pictures.
Yeah, I mean it was a lot, dude. It ruined it. I kind of miss work, to be honest with you. Like having somewhere that I need to be, makes me
Right.
feel.
That's
so that,
how I'm totally institutionalized.
yeah,
I'm at home when I go to work.
yeah. That's what.
Everybody knows it.
That's what. It was weird. It was definitely
I
weird.
hate the thought of retiring. Like, what am I going to do all day?
Go to the Philippines and have a time of your life.
I don't know. It's like during my work time hours, it's like I'll just sleep all day, and
Right. Just wait for it to go. Yeah.
because I don't jam until the sun goes down.
Right.
That's my thing. When the sun goes down, that's when I plug in and see if I can come up with something.
Right. That's
Usually works out. Like when I play guitar, it's just like I've been in the same rut for about 30 years now, playing the same thing, but I love my rut. It's the
yeah.
best rut to be in.
Yeah, that's what you got to do
Like
as long
people
as you
try-
love it.
People try to go outside, and I'm going to learn some country now, but you don't listen to country music. How are you going to play it if you don't listen to it?
Yeah.
Like, I think if you want to be a badass guitar player, not that I am, people say, they can say what they want, but like I said, I can't boast for myself. I just do what I do, but you're only going to be as good as the music you listen to.
Right.
It's like, people want to play jazz. You don't listen to jazz.
Yep.
Like, I got friends through Facebook, in Ireland, and there's this dude by the name of Brian Mullaney. I consider him a real good friend of mine. Hopefully one day we'll meet each other
Right.
and sit down in a pub and drink some Guinness. But he was raised on music, you know, from the 1600s. He plays all this Irish folk music, all finger style. It's like, wow, man.
That's what he listens
How
to.
do you do that? But
Yep.
it's like, that's what he grew up with.
Right. That's what he was
And,
listening to.
people in England, the same thing with their classical music. We don't have that here in America. So it's a foreign language to me.
Right.
I'm
it's
not
a
even
foreign.
going to try.
It's a foreign.
I don't
thing
know
of
anything
music.
about it. But it blows my mind to
Right.
see him doing it.
Right. That's because it's not what you've been
mean,
seeing.
I grew up loving, you know, the Cars, Bad Company, Foreigner, Zeppelin. And then I think it was on my 13th birthday. My brother was taking me to a tackle shop because I always loved fishing. And he had this cassette, this Ted Nugent cassette, and he put it on in the car, right? And I'm like, man, Ted Nugent I didn't know he was this wicked, right?
He's a bad mamma jamma.
But it wasn't. Somebody recorded Judas Priest, Hell Bent for Leather, over a Ted Nugent cassette.
Oh my
Right.
God, dude.
So when somebody was like, that ain't Ted, that's Judas Priest. And I was like, okay, all these other bands I like, okay, we had a good time together, but I'm going to put you on the back burner. This is my shit.
You're going to Judas Priest.
Yeah. And then within a couple months, or maybe a year or so, I heard about Iron Maiden. And then it was like, okay, now I got Priest and Maiden. That's all I'm listening to. And by 1980, there was a new metal band in the record store every day.
Right.
And they didn't even like have the metal section. They just had a cardboard box. You just go flipping through the albums. You're like, that's super evil looking. I'm buying this.
Right.
If I don't like it, I just bring it back. But
Okay.
I always kept them. And, you know, then it was just like Saxon and Accept, you know, Balls to the Wall. And you know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah,
talking
dude.
about?
No. Fuck no. I don't know that.
But all of a sudden, it was like these wicked ass guitar players that
Oh.
were like my age, and I couldn't barely play a power chord, and these guys are ripping,
Right.
you know. And it's like, how do I get to there?
So you just
And I just kept digging and digging for years and years and years, and finally, I kind of got an idea what they were doing, and I was like, oh, that ain't such a big deal, you know.
yeah. So and how did you so you incorporated that in how you played? Is that
Well, yeah, it became what I do.
right? And then
Yeah.
that's 'cause that's what you listen to. That's what
But
you
for
love.
me, mostly it's blues based, for the most part. Like Sabbath was really a blues band,
Oh
a
really?
little bit of jazz in there, but I mean, what Tony Iommi does was totally like blues on steroids, and it was like, well, that's
Angry
killer.
angry blues.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It was like you just got to turn your gain up, your distortion up a little bit more.
Who's your inspiration behind trying to? Oh, just all them
Oh,
bands.
my all-time favorite, it would probably be Richie Blackmore from Purple and Robin Trower.
Those are your idols. Those are the people you.
Yeah, it's just.
Is that what you form your music around? Is kind of like their style, or no?
No, because the world has one Richie Blackmore, and I'm just the guy that's got a job. That is his job.
Right.
That's
yeah.
all he can be. That's what he gets to do 24/7.
Right. That
Or
is
any
his
of those
fucking
guys,
job.
you
Yep.
know. It's like, to me, it's just a couple hours in the evening time to
Yeah, it's
mess
just
around.
a meditation.
You know.
That's how you meditate.
It's
That's
just part of it's what I have to do.
it's
It's
like walking or
I'm
talking.
possessed.
Yeah, it's like walking or talking.
And like, if you want to play guitar or drums or any instrument, if you're not totally possessed by it, don't even buy one, because you're never gonna get anywhere.
Yeah.
It's-
Yeah.
That's the truth too, because I bought one when I was younger, and I played for like 5 months. I knew a bunch of songs, and then I was over it. I never picked one up since, and I could play maybe a part of one song now.
Yeah. Oh, I did that for years. It was like that. It was until I buckled down, and it was like, man, I gotta learn more, man.
Right.
So I was just buying all these books and CDs that you listen to that came with a book, and I'm like, this guy's on another planet, man. I can't do
It's
this.
it's very interesting what he do.
Yeah.
He do himself.
So
Nobody teaching him.
It's freestyle. It's
Yes.
like
So about 30 years ago, I was at Southland at the mall, at Southland Music, and I saw this book. It's called The Heavy Guitar Bible by a guy named Richard Daniels. And I bought it, and I went home, and this dude actually told you, like, how to, like, start into a lead and what you could do and use these notes right here, and then it showed you, like, the notes on the whole guitar
Right.
for that little, like, chord progression. And that's where I'm still at. It was like that book was it, man.
that was your Bible.
yeah. This dude just kind of knew how to.
I don't know. There's a
Show
Bible
you.
for.
Yeah. The heavy metal Bible.
Yeah. I pick up his guitar, and I try to play in it too, but all I heard is a brum, brum, ding, 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 ding. And here am I, my ears like, yes, of course, you know, I work. Yes, when I work in the patient I taking care, yes, of course, the music we have is You're My Sunshine.
Yeah.
And then when I come home in the home, it's different story. I heard all this hard rocking
Yeah.
metal, you know, it's so different.
She digs Guar.
Are you a fan of Guar?
Of course she is. First time she saw a Guar video, she was sold.
Yeah.
Dude, I seen Guar live.
Yep.
Because
Couple times.
I'm just smiling about the way he looked.
People don't get it, you know. I mean, if you
the way, not only that, his music is really like, is like kind of different kind of sounds that
Yeah.
you hear, and it's awesome, you know. So I said, look at that, and the way he sing, and you know, it's just.
The way that they act, the way that
a comedy show.
There is a song that I always.
sick of you.
He always said, "I'm sick of you. I'm sick. I'm so sick of you."
But she always loved
so
Rush.
sick.
And
she loved Rush.
she loves all the
Hi,
hard shit
Philippines.
that I
I'm
listen
just
to.
joking around. Okay?
That's why we've been together all these years.
The Tom Sawyer on the way down here one day came here, was like, dude, I felt like I was in a fucking
I
spaceship.
saw it.
And I was so
saw
fucking
the
happy.
post, man.
Boom. I felt like I was floating through the air, dude.
It's
Like
beautiful. They're
going 70 miles an
Yeah.
hour. I
Yeah,
was
it's a bummer that
my favorite because he had that wrap around. He was the first
yeah.
one with the
I'm
wrap around.
pretending sometimes that I know how to do the drum, you know.
You air drum? You air drum when they go?
Yes, and I'm doing it too. Like he's doing the guitar, and I'm doing like this. Like you think
He's air
yeah,
guitaring and you
yeah,
just over
and
there.
I'm doing
Well,
like
I'm always-
this, you know.
I mean,
yeah,
in people
like
at work,
oh
they see me.
yes,
My fingers are.
I know
I'm
how
always
to do
running through the
this,
scale.
you know.
Yeah.
Like
and then people
okay,
be like,
Maria,
"What are you doing?
I
How
have
can
a
you do that so fast?"
spoon and fork. I'm going like ding, 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 ding,
It's because
ding.
I'm
too, you
always
know?
practicing.
Hey, I'm
no
a
matter
drummer. And I said they have a good band. They have big drum.
Big drum, good band. You're always practicing. I do see that too at work where when you're fucking around. You're just running through songs or you're running through sounds.
No, just with scales.
So I leave him alone.
Scales is where everything makes sense.
Oh, really? That's where it all just.
Yeah, I mean, it's not random when you see people like jamming fast up and down. There's a purpose. There's destinations that their fingers have to hit.
Gonna sound right. It's not gonna sound
It's
like
gonna,
it flows.
It's gonna sound like you're just
Playing,
you're not playing. You're not.
dude, my
It's like when you see somebody on a piano, they're just like ding, 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 ding.
yeah.
It's like that. You're not.
Sounds. You guys met me at the Derby.
Oh no. The first time I met you, you were in diapers trying to get my Mountain Dew. We were building the Derby car because I drove the first Derby car for our company. And I
Sitting
ain't
in the
even gonna,
grandstand.
you
and
know the
then-
story.
Yeah.
We're sitting in the grandstand, and I heard the car, the emulation, because he's driving.
Yeah.
And suddenly, I have the background crying, a little boy driving, and then you are there too, and like you are.
It was a
in
sensory
my- yes,
overload.
and never stop crying until your mom give
Well,
you.
that's the first time she met you.
Yeah.
Not when I
Your
met
mom
Yeah.
give you. You know how they buy that elephant.
The elephant ear?
Yeah, and said, okay, you have it so that you will stop crying, So that elephant, it's big.
Yeah.
So you bite, but oh no, you still,
I hate elephant
It
ears.
wasn't good enough
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
you.
I don't
It's
care
like-
about them either.
Yeah,
I don't
like
like
'em.
carnival food at all.
So whatever they do to make you stop crying, you're just a little boy. It's like your mama said, please, please.
Hit the steering wheel.
He shot his tooth through his fucking lip, dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm praying that he will be done because I see all the cars banging him. And I said, oh my God, Lord, let it stop now so that he will
I got this
lost.
damn kid yelling in my ear, and my husband's out here getting fucked up, dude.
So that he will lost, so that he will get out, or he's scared. It's so scary because everybody crossing the car. And I said, everybody, I bet, praying that he will win. Me,
Right.
I'm praying that he will lose so that get out of that car.
Right.
My
Right.
heart is like, whew. And my mother-in-law sitting next to me, she have a big elephant ears too. She said, oh, when my son get out in here, this is for Matthew to eat. We're gonna save him this elephant ears. When I look at her, Mom, you said that's for your son. She's nervous too.
I
She
just
eat
wanted
all-
a cold beer when I was done.
She eat all the elephant ears for God's son. She said,
Fuck Maddie ain't eating.
she's eating. I
I
said,
don't care.
oh
And
my
the first
God.
time you met me, I was in diapers running around that property, and
Yeah.
I wanted your Mountain Dew.
Yep.
What did my dad say?
He says, don't let him have it, man. He'll slam it.
That's still the same thing today.
Yeah.
If somebody leaves a drink out, I'm like,
I warn him. He's like, oh, can I have a drink? I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
he will guzzle that. Don't
Water.
give it to him. Don't give it to
He
him.
was,
When-
he was about this big, and his head
I
was
never
like the
see
same
him.
size.
How many years? 20 years now, eh? I never
Yeah.
see you since I only see you first when you're a baby,
yeah.
small. Now, I said, when I came here, and I say, who the heck is that?
Who's wearing a muumuu? Why is this
Yes.
dude wearing a muumuu?
Why is this tattooed
It's
guy
that
have a
kid that was
muumuu on?
crying behind you when your husband was getting wrecked into.
Remember I told you a long time ago, I,
see.
said, you got to
I
get
said,
behind
oh
the
my
mic.
gosh.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna come in this.
you're one of
hole.
my biggest
is
inspirations
this?
and shit. You were one of the first ones that made me think that I was interesting. Like, and it took, the accident happened, and you made me think I was interesting because you loved coming up and talking to me and talking shit with me at work. What?
Best story ever.
What? And then we went to Vegas. Me and him went to Vegas, and the dude that was marrying my friends, he had Elvis impersonator marrying him, and I was roasting the Elvis impersonator, making everybody laugh and stuff. And the guy actually came up to me and was like, "Dude, I will move you to Vegas right now
Yeah.
if you come marry some
Yeah,
people
Dan
for
told
me."
me about it.
Yeah, and then he was like, "No, you're coming home, and we're doing this at home." That's what he said. So
Back in the 90s, I was in Vegas, and I had the big Elvis sideburns, and I got ambushed by all these Japanese guys that wanted to get their picture taken with me because they thought I was an Elvis impersonator. We were at we just walked into the Mirage, and these guys, they were all like behind, their friend was taking a picture. I was like, oh, come on, get a picture, and
I'm really
hilarious.
looking at your earrings there. It's like you think it's like.
yeah.
Oh my God. That's why I
Welcome to America.
think.
Yeah, I
I
think
said,
it
where
is.
is that hole? I said, wait a minute. Because at the beginning I glanced, I don't want to really stare. It's a big hole.
Yeah, it's people look at me like that all the time.
I said, Lord Malanta, where is the hole in her ears? I'm sorry. I just like really looked.
Stuck with a padlock in my ear. So, welcome to America. We can do whatever we want.
I cut my finger, almost my whole fingertip. The pad on this finger got smashed and it split it, and it was just hanging.
When?
And I was like, I'm never going to be able to play guitar again. So I super glued it, and I kept super gluing it every day. And it was white, the color of flesh again, and it reattached.
You replanted the skin? My God.
So that's when I thought, I got to get a steel guitar so I can still play guitar, because you don't need your fingers. All you need to do is hold this
Still
bar,
go out?
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So that's what I did. So I got the steel guitar and I started playing that. And as soon as I started playing, people were like,
Work, and I loved it.
yeah. And so then the finger got better and I started playing guitar again. Even though a lot of those videos are horrible because it hurts. Said, man, grind it out. Grind it out, right?
Yeah, you gotta you gotta fucking do it. That's what you gotta do.
Oh, I love your words, man.
That's what's gonna walk again. And I mean, they told Dad that I might not be able to like remember my name or nothing like that. So when I woke up, it was
yeah, it happens all the time.
the first thing I told them when the physical therapist came in, I said, I can't feel my burn wounds right now. Stand me up. You know, let me fucking get what's going on. My knees put together half-assed, like it was because they used the same bone. But I'm walking fine, dude. No.
Earl had a bad accident too.
Did he really?
Remember Earl Abrams?
Yeah, I seen him. He
had a bad wreck.
he was working on the bank in Monroe. I seen him and stuff. I didn't know he got in an accident though.
Yeah.
How bad was it?
Pretty bad. I mean, he's got this injury on his leg that he had posted the picture where it looks like you cut an avocado and pulled the pit out,
Oh, it's just deep like that.
and all you see is his, I don't know what bone it is in his leg, but bone's right there, just a big hole.
Oh, what did he do? Did he burn it or?
They had to cut it out, all the infection. And,
Oh my God! See,
but I don't know, he broke hands, arms, legs.
I just broke the right side of my body. Broke knees. Broke
I
my.
think somebody pulled in front of him and he just like T-boned him or something like that.
Yeah, I seen a fucking 1969 Chevelle with the fucking heads coming out of the roof, and my, you know how my motorcycle was loud as shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
His car was louder than my bike. And I revved it up next to him, and he revved it up, and we weren't speeding or nothing. We just took off together and shit like that, and then he started weaving through traffic, and he was getting up there, and I was stuck behind a box van, and it was me and Brian riding together. I mean, we were gung-ho. It was me and Brian, friends since kindergarten, you know, riding together on motorcycles. We made it, you know. And then I was behind this box van, couldn't see around it, and somebody was turning left. But there was like a Mazda or something, like a nicer car, like a sports car, and it drove in front of, like, beside me going like 60. So I was like, oh shit, this lane's flying, I can go. So I dropped the gear and fucking ran out. What happened is me and Brian were close together. It was traffic. So we both went over, and I seen that van, and I couldn't get back in time because we would have collided anyway. And if I'd have collided with him, then I wouldn't have got my life saved because he's the one that saved me.
Right.
You know, so I'm just glad that I'm fucking here.
I am too.
Yeah, and it's just, it's a
Probably
shitty.
the person I missed the most at work.
Oh, dude,
All that
I've been
32
excited about
years.
this. I've been excited about this. We got Darren McCarty coming on Monday.
I thought he was already on.
No, he had like a
Buddy
birthday party to go to,
interview?
Yeah.
and then
Who is
but
that?
I've been saying because
He's
this
got a
weekend
band too, doesn't he?
I don't know if he still does.
I don't know, but I seen him. Nancy had him out at the Golden Nugget, had him out doing comedy out there, and that's how I knew of him.
Oh, yeah.
I
Fire
didn't.
Shields?
Yeah, I didn't watch. I didn't watch hockey. I wasn't a hockey fan or nothing.
I haven't
like that.
been for a few years, but growing up, I mean, it was,
Yeah,
I always loved hockey.
because the Red Wings were badass back in the day.
Well, I always loved playing pond hockey.
That's my childhood. Is that
Pond
era.
hockey was always my. That's why I always loved winter. I hate winter now because I don't skate no more. I'm too old to be falling. I can't keep up, you know.
Can't get body checked right now.
First
My
time-
shoulder's already in bad enough. I can't take a fall on my shoulders and then not be able to work or something.
Yeah, get body
I
checked.
already hurt bad enough all the time.
Right.
Anyway, just for all the wear and tear.
You know what? I feel that because I tell my dad that because I have to tell my dad because I have severe arthritis. I have to tell him like, dude, I think I'm going to need knee surgery. He's like, no, the rain's coming, dude. And then the rain comes, and then I'm like, oh, my knee's fine again.
Yeah.
You know, it's when it gets so, I struggle like that. I know what it's like to feel like an old person at a young age, you know. And that's a lot of the struggle I have right now because I want to still do
I
shit.
refuse to feel old, though.
Yeah.
I mean, mentally, anyway.
Your dad's
Right.
still working in?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I see him every day.
Oh, okay.
He's a great friend of mine.
Yep.
And
That's how that's how our relationship got so close too because
Right.
yeah, and we knew each other since I knew you since I was a kid.
I feel like we're family, man.
Yeah, we are
I don't
for
think
real.
you have to be blood to be family.
I tell I miss Wendy, I miss all of them, I miss everybody.
Most
out
of my family my family in the Philippines, I'm not blood with any of them, but
there. Right,
I'd
but they
do
fucking
anything
love
for
you.
'em.
Yep, you love them. That's why you're a pillar to the community, bro. You're one of my fucking closest friends, dude. We 7 years of fucking talking shit, you know.
Yeah,
I was
I
glad.
miss it.
Yeah, I was glad. I'm trying to get Tony on here too.
'Cause we got some of these guys now. Like I tell them a joke, and they're like, "Man, that ain't right."
Yeah, yeah.
It's a joke, man. Can't you laugh? You got no sense of humor.
He's a dark humor kind of guy, so he likes to see how far he can push the button, and it's pretty.
That's part of my daily thing, man.
But that was interesting to come to work when I was greasing the machines. You're out there fucking
I
talking
don't
shit.
view it as a job.
Yeah,
Doesn't feel like work to me,
right.
really.
It's
just my daily activity.
yeah, that's what you got to do. And I've learned since the accident, it's really good for your mental state to be depended on. Like for somebody to depend on you, they depend on you to go there. That's what's happening with me. That's what I was having a rough battle with PTSD from the accident. And I didn't have nothing to fucking do, nothing to get my mind off of it until we started this. And then I make those plans with my mom and stuff like that. So it took me all the way until fucking July. I know, you know, when Dad he took a 1 month vacation.
Right.
Right when he left, I had a night terror that was so bad it made me walk in circles for 11 days because I couldn't lay down because I was too scared.
Yeah.
And then I was like, fuck, dude, I didn't have my dad, you know, I didn't have nobody.
Grind it out, man.
I went out to my mom's and she was like, here, pot this plant with me.
How's
you know?
your mom doing now?
She's doing great.
That's
Yep,
great.
we got a little, we made a little
Forgot
plant
about that,
business.
man. I'm missing
Say hi.
the art
Say
shit.
hi to.
Yeah, no, it's just wintertime. We had to winterize her stuff, and we're gonna revamp.
You know what I was telling him at work? I said, 100 years from now, there's gonna be somebody that comes into Antique Roadshow with this little creation, and they're gonna sit down. And they're gonna be like, you know what you have here? A T-Rup original.
Oh my God, that would be awesome. That'd be awesome.
I
Yeah,
said, do you know about him?
Yeah.
He was this artist,
yeah,
That's 1.5 million or some
Yeah.
shit.
yeah.
There's only one in the whole world.
That'd be sweet. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Because
how that works.
yeah, and it made
Those people that, when they bring the shit, they didn't know their shit was going to be
yeah,
worth what it is.
yeah, and that's just what it was. I guess that's a good way to look at it. I never
Yeah.
thought of it
So
like
sign
that.
everything.
Yeah, I will. I'll start now. You know, hopefully I get somewhere with
Sign
it.
it, number it, whatever. and
Right.
Whatever. you-
See, I made him because it was like you do. You play guitar because it's a way to release your mind. I made it because it was something that made me think about the plant instead of what's going on in my brain. You know, all the fucking chaos that's going on. So I do the plant, and like this right now, I have somewhere to be. I have to be here at this time and talk. You know, be the host of this
Right.
podcast, and so now it gives me a little bit of meaning, like a little bit of I feel like somebody needs me.
Well, from 87 up to whatever year, anyway, for a lot of years, I was in a real dark place, even though I didn't show it. And then when I got on Facebook, because my niece, Becca Wolf, had encouraged me to get on Facebook, and when I did, it was like, wow, now I'm friends with all my Air Force buddies again,
Yep.
go all the way up to my commander, and then posting videos of me playing guitar and people responding.
People
It's like,
liking it. Yep.
it's like, man, awesome life, man.
Yeah,
Who would have ever thought?
it's
you
not
know?
even. It's
Because
yeah,
I was the guy like I'd never get phased. Isn't that for little girls and shit?
Right.
You know?
Yeah,
And
thanks to the
what
Facebook.
What am I gonna do on there? You know?
Right,
I don't
yeah.
care about anybody's drama.
yeah.
I avoid all
People
the
get
drama.
acquainted
Yep,
with
I do
your
too.
I don't get into any of that political shit.
I do too. That's
I got
why.
my own opinion, and it's mine.
Yeah, that's why. That's a lot of the way I am today is I learned it from you because you just go with the. You don't even care. Like if it's not has nothing to do with you, then it's not going to bother
I
you.
know what
It's-
I want, and that's it.
Yeah,
And I'm good
and-
with that. And if I do have a frustrating day, I take it out on my guitar. I always
Yeah.
did that.
That's what I. You know what I do. I just take it out on like I come to him and when I'm stressing out or something like that, I need to touch somebody. I need to feel their heartbeat. I need to feel because my heart tends to race a lot when I get scared. So I grab like I'll come up and grab his wrist and feel his heartbeat, and my heartbeat mimics his heartbeat. So I calm down. My body don't feel all fucking weird anymore. You know.
Kick-ass,
So
yeah.
so I'm like kind of. I need to be touched sometimes. Like I need a hug. Like my dad, I was freaking out on my dad one day, and not like freaking out, but like telling him about some of the problems. And he asked me, like, you know how he jokes, "Oh, you want a hug?" And I said, "Yeah, motherfucker, I want a hug actually." And I took it from him, and he was like, "Oh," because I really wanted that hug. I was emotional. I was having a rough time, and
Yeah.
he finally, when he said, "Do you want a hug?" "Oh, you want a hug?" Thinking it's funny. "Yeah, motherfucker, I want a hug. Come here."
Yeah.
And so and then now we have a way different relationship because of, I'm going crazy. Sometimes I go crazy and I take it out on him because he's my dad, and I feel like I'm scared to move out because my dad, I'm safe at home.
Yeah.
I know that I'm going to be safe and shit like that. And he asked me the other day, he asked me kind of serious, him and my sister, they were like, "Do you think you can ever live by yourself?" And I was like, "Dude, I can't even fucking sleep in a bed right now," So it's a struggle, but he's really doing the most he can to being the guy that he was raised to be a man. He was raising us like tough individuals. You know what I'm saying? But now it's getting a little bit rough now. So he's he's conforming to me. I guess like conforming to me being a fucking sissy right now.
You ever see these things?
No, what is it called?
Grolsch.
Gross.
Grolsch. I think it's from Holland. It's just a Pilsner. It's not like not so super strong shit or nothing like that.
Sponsor him. No.
And you just kind of, and you can reseal them. Like if you make your own beer, you can use them and just clean them out. And
What are they? Is it like is it a craft beer or is it just
no, it's been around for probably
can-
1,000 years.
you can only buy them one at a time?
Yeah,
That's fucking
I
cool.
think they make regular bottles in 6-packs, but I don't know.
That's way
I
cooler.
thought I'd bring something a little
cooler,
classier.
a little
yeah.
cooler, because you wore your leather hat and everything. You straightened your beard for me.
No, this is pleather.
Now he's.
I got a leather one coming that
I
I
asked
ordered.
him today. I said, "What you have in there?" Oh, you buy something in you with your drink, huh?
Something fancy.
Yes, but in the home,
Milwaukee's best.
he drink Milwaukee. He drink Milwaukee like a water.
Like
They
a
wouldn't,
water.
call it, they wouldn't call it the best if it wasn't the best.
So he
you
just
know,
buy
that's-
that today just because
That's how I feel about it.
he is in live. So
Yeah.
something like something different. That's my first time I see like that. We don't have that in the home.
You don't drink? What do you drink? Do you drink wine?
She likes Heineken.
You like Heine?
I like
Hell
Heineken
yeah,
if
dude.
I'm gonna drink a beer.
This is kind of like a light version of Heineken, but Heineken's a lager. This is a Pilsner.
I think Heineken's like the Sprite of beer.
Yeah. It's like the weed of beer.
Yeah, it works.
It's pretty good. I don't drink though anymore. I'm not a fan.
But, it's getting back to music. It's hard to find kick-ass shit anymore. It's like, to me, rock's not rock.
I understand it especially from growing up when you grew up. It's not.
I hate to bash on people, especially people that were super
you're gonna put
successful.
I must with all that.
But like say
cigarette you
take
guys have.
Linkin
It's
Park,
okay.
you know, I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a band like Linkin Park, I don't get it.
Yeah,
It's like
I
okay,
love Linkin Park.
you sound good, right, and then all of a sudden they start screaming. Then some dude starts singing.
That's
and-
what I love.
and it's like
And they're rapping.
it's too much.
It's like 4 genres in one.
Yeah,
It
it's-
is.
I'm a fan. I like them.
but my brain's not programmed
Their-
for that to sound normal.
Their
to
lyrics
me.
are all about surviving depression and stuff like that.
Yep. And you know, I didn't have a good look on that shit until recently
Yeah.
of the mind problems and shit like that. So I like that music now. When I look for the deep.
See, Guar makes way more sense to me.
Yeah, they see. I seen Guar live, and they fucking took a chainsaw.
There's a new release by an old they're a death metal band called Benediction that my good friend from the Air Force Sal Ponce turned me on to. It's called Scriptures is the release. Killer shit, man.
Is it? You like that?
Oh yeah.
They don't
You
scream.
know, well,
they
no,
just.
the growly.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But they, you know, I mean, you can hear that old school Judas Priest influence in the, you know,
Right.
the galloping beats and, you know, kind of like a Monomarth, you know. I love Monomarth.
Dude, I seen them. I went to a Slayer. Fucking, I loved them on a Marth since I was 15. But I went to a Slayer farewell concert.
Yeah.
After the accident, I was in the pit with my fucking cane.
Yeah.
Scared as fuck.
Love Slayer,
And
man.
they played for a whole entire hour, rocked the fuck out. But Amon Amarth came out and they had a fucking Viking ship that they were playing on, and they fucking rocked the show out. They really came to play. Like Lamb of God was there and everything, but Amon Amarth
Their
really,
vocalist is a Viking, I think.
yeah, they're all yeah. That's what it looked like, and they came out on the fucking ship and shit, and they really played good. That's one of my favorite bands right now because of how they fucking put on a show. It was gorgeous, and then fucking Slayer comes on for an hour and just blares out every fucking tune, dude.
But, you know, going back to in the 80s when I was in high school, I got, my friend Jim Nelsky got me into Motorhead. And nobody liked Motorhead.
I love Motorhead.
Like, what is this guy trying to do with a microphone? And now everybody, I mean, he sounds like, well, he's gone now, but Motorhead sounds like ABBA compared to where he led everybody to,
yeah,
you know?
Yeah,
he
you're right.
made it possible for people that couldn't sing to sing.
Right.
Like, I'm going to sing. I don't, you know.
Fuck it.
It's only because of the rasp, though. That's it. If he didn't have that rasp, he wouldn't have been him.
And I love how he played the bass like a guitar player,
Yeah.
like he was playing guitar, you know, just killer, man. And, man, what a cool dude. You know, Lemmy.
Yep.
He was an awesome guy.
Dude, you know what? Back to Rush. You know what? I love them because it's only 3 of them.
Yeah.
And their lead singer.
Yeah, how are 3 people doing all this?
Yeah, plays.
Greatest frontman ever, Geddy Lee, because, I mean, he's singing.
Is
He's,
playing
he's killing it on the bass like nobody else.
Yep.
He's playing keyboards. He's moving the mic with his big nose out of the way to get to the keyboards and move it back.
Yeah.
It's like, he's busy.
Yeah, he does a lot. Like, and that definitely, you can definitely see.
I think he's the greatest frontman ever. I mean, he's just,
Yeah.
and it sounds like the album when they play live.
Yeah. Really? You seen them live?
Back in high school days.
But they sound just like they did?
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. I like
But,
that.
you know, you're in Joe Louis Arena, and, man, the sound's bouncing off them metal walls. And,
Right.
you know, those places weren't made.
To listen to music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why Def Leppard came up with their sound that did sound good in a place like that.
Oh, did it really?
Yeah, that's what they aimed to do.
What kind of rock would that be called?
They were metal. They were
Okay.
but on the, like, if you wanted to bring a girl to a metal show, you would go just, you know, something like that, you know.
Oh, really?
Def Leppard, or, you know, because that's something that they would dig and they could
Metal
dance
for
to.
women.
Yeah. I mean, and dudes too, but, you know, not like, you know, some of these metal shit. I've never been like a big concert guy, but there's some shows you don't bring your girlfriend to see Slayer.
Right. Yeah.
No, but she'll have the time of her life getting punched in the
Where
face.
you're going to wind
It's
up.
like ICP. I'm not gonna bring a Mariah.
You're going to
will
wind
come,
up getting
but
in a fight because somebody's knocking your girlfriend around or something.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that ain't
it's a
gonna be
Tech
no
9.
fun.
I had to choke someone, put someone in a sleeper hold at Tech 9 because they were the same issues.
They don't like the woman there?
No, they
It's
just
the
they're
violent. It's
they're-
violent.
It gets rowdy, and the girls will just accidentally get pushed around.
it's dancing with you're just flailing. That's pretty much what it is, you know.
Okay, so they're banging everyone.
yeah.
But without me crippled, I was that guy. And dude, I got punched in multiple fucking.
Like if you're gonna go to see Slayer, you don't bring these with you.
No,
Correct.
no, because you
I know that.
they'll be embedded into your face. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had my big this cane right here. I had that there. I was like, if anybody comes close to me, I'm just gonna crank them with this motherfucker. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I still had my wounds were wrapped. I still had open wounds and shit. And I was in the fucking Slayer
And
pit.
Dio, I mean, I'm a huge Dio fan.
My dad's a diehard Dio fan. He likes Dio and Sabbath.
Yeah. He was another one that went too young or too early.
Yeah, he was great. I liked him.
Paranoid is still my favorite Ozzy song. Period.
Oh, Ozzy, I've
Every-
seen
That's your
him
favorite.
Paranoid.
in the TV.
Yeah. Paranoid.
He's still looking good in his age.
He's looking way
Ozzy.
better than he was.
Well,
for a
do
minute.
you hear how he talks? I mean,
I can understand him.
right? I was shout at hey.
Yes, I said to
I
myself.
love how they do the subtitles when he talks.
Yeah. Did you see his new? Did you see his new album came out? Oh my
He
God!
did
There's
put a new one out
there's
recently.
there's a new video of him.
I mostly stick to Pandora
Yeah, when he talked like that, but
and
it's
iTunes.
just amazed that he's a good singer.
Yeah.
You know,
Very
Ozzy?
good singer. One of
Yes.
the best voices.
My.
You know,
My
one of-
all-time hands down favorite singer. And mostly nobody knows who he is, even though he's been around forever. Is Glenn Hughes.
who's that for?
He came from late '60s, early '70s progressive rock band called Trapeze. But then when Ian Gillan left Deep Purple, him and David Coverdale from Whitesnake
Yep.
came in, and Glenn Hughes sang back up and played bass, and David Coverdale was the lead singer for Deep Purple. And in my opinion, they did the greatest heavy rock song ever, "Burn."
Okay. And that's your all-time favorite rock song,
I
heavy
think
rock
it's the
song.
greatest rock song ever because you got the heavy rock riff. John Lord on the keyboards is playing like classical. Everybody's being classy to each other. Like,
They're complimenting each other.
yeah, like when Richie Blackmore's playing his guitar, everybody's laid back. When John Lord comes in with the keyboards, everybody lays back and lets him do his
Okay,
thing.
yep.
And
Everybody gets to shine.
yeah, it's like a 6-minute song, and it blows my mind every time. I've heard it a million times.
And you love it every single
Yeah.
time. You feel the
Yeah.
same way. Yeah.
When Richie he gets into this burning fucking lead, man, and it's just like
Have you had anybody want to put you in a band ever since you've
I've
been
had
doing
some
the
people
Friday?
on Facebook. They're like, "Where do you live, man?" And they're like, "Oh, I'm in New Mexico," or I'm like, "Yeah,
They're far away.
I have no interest in that."
No,
Like,
you just
all
want
my
to.
time, me and my wife, we spend all of our time together when we're not working.
Right.
I'm 55 years old. I'm not looking to be a rock star. Or,
Well, you are. To me, you are.
Thanks, man.
I see your Friday jams, and I just like when you get it. It's
I do
so
too.
it's so smooth. My mom just seen the Friday jams about a month
A
ago.
lot of people don't know that I ever
say
played.
hi for you.
Okay, I'll say hi.
Say
Yep.
hi.
Like
My
Rosemary.
God,
She's
I
probably
love that.
watching. She's
She shared it a little bit ago.
yep.
He's watching.
Yep.
Your
My mom.
Say
Yep.
hi to her.
Hi. Hello.
Hey, Allison.
Hi, Allison.
Cheers.
You know
Miss
what band does it for
Been
me?
a while.
Tool. Tool is my band that makes me feel that way every time I listen.
I loved their first CD. Then they got too experimental for me.
Like 46 and 2. That's one of my favorite songs.
See, mine would be Prison Sex.
Yeah, that's a great
Yeah.
song.
We have
That's a good
Philippines
song,
too.
though.
Well, when I first heard Sober,
We have Philippines watching too.
On TikTok right now, right here.
In TikTok.
Yeah.
Hi, Philippines. Hello.
cheers, Philippines. Yeah, well, the first one I heard was Sober, like everybody.
Yeah.
And
Mine was the pot.
Okay.
I
Praying
love
with you
that's my
guys
favorite
with the
song by Tool.
typhoon.
And then when I saw the
Sending my
video,
prayers.
I still don't know what the video's about. For sober,
Yeah.
the
It's-
claymation and shit.
No,
and,
it's supposed to just. It's a brain jerk.
It's cool.
Of sorts, yeah.
yeah.
It's a their art and
You're supposed to go, what the fuck is
Yeah.
this?
And even though I don't like Smashing Pumpkins,
I love
but-
them
but when I heard what was their big popular
today.
no
I don't know.
yeah. Anyway, when they first kind of got popular, even though they'd been around a long time. Man, I can't remember the name of that song, but I loved it. It was my favorite song.
You like
You
them
know,
from it? You didn't even like the band, but you liked that song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not my cup of tea. I mean,
My favorite song by them is Today.
okay.
That's my I like listening to that shit.
But I bought Siamese Dream at a garage sale for like a quarter,
Right.
and it was like, yeah, I liked half of it.
Right.
I like Local H too. I thought they were cool.
Local H. I
Yeah.
never heard of them.
It was a two-guy band. They had a song called High Five and Mother.
High
High
five and
Five and
mother.
Motherfucker.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
That was another cool thing. Like usually I wouldn't like that at all, but
Right.
But it got me. So there's some stuff outside the box, but I mostly say I'm a metal guy all the way,
Yeah.
and a lot of blues I still consider metal.
Oh really?
Even though I don't really listen to Stevie Ray Vaughan anymore, but he was a huge influence to me.
You don't play any blues? Do you try to?
I mean, I do, but I usually don't do it on my videos because I try to get as fast as I can.
Your videos sound like if in a break of a song, if that fucking it sounds like
That's all I'm trying to do.
a wicked guitar
You
solo.
know,
That's what it
the,
sounds like.
Like the slow part, I don't care about the slow shit
Yeah.
and the melodic. I just want to, in the words of Dimebag Darrell, I just want to spaz.
Yeah.
That's what Dimebag always said, man. I don't want to learn this. I just want to spaz out on my guitar.
Dude,
That's all he did.
They loved him so much they were mad that he fucking left that band.
Yeah.
And
And now they're both gone, him and his brother.
oh
I
really?
always said, what I even said this the other day. Maynard from Tool and Phil Ensemble are my two favorite vocalists.
Love Phil, man.
I feel like their range of just vocals all
I
around.
would love to
are
sit
the
down with
best.
Phil and have some beers with him and just talk about music like this. That would be great.
Mhm.
Yeah, that would.
Yeah,
That's
we'll
what I
do
wanna
that.
do.
He just
Hey,
seems
Phil
like
Ensemble, right
He-
here.
he gets a bad rap and all, but still, man, not for me.
Yeah, but everybody has something to say. Everybody
Yeah, a
has
lot
a
of people
voice.
blame him for Dimebag getting killed, but that dude was just a psycho looking to kill somebody.
Yeah, that dude was just. Yeah, there's some people just like that around the.
Yeah, he was just schizophrenic.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was.
a lot of fucking people. Yeah, dude, that's fucking. There's a lot of people like that out there now.
Yeah, but
Now they're getting a voice.
But even like, I don't like Motown music. I don't like soul music for the most part, or rhythm and blues. But there was a singing duo back from, I believe in the early '60s, Sam and Dave. They're the guys that inspired the Blues Brothers. to
Okay.
do the thing. Fucking love their shit, man.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's
Oh yeah.
just killer stuff.
My uncle Mark, he can play blues with his bass.
Hmm.
He can play it pretty good.
Yeah.
I
You
think
put
that's
your mind to it. I mean,
Yep.
it's not brain science or
right. You just gotta. So now that you
rocket science or nothing. It's-
now that you know guitar so good, can you play any instrument? You think? Oh no, because you don't read music. Well, you know how to.
Reading
but-
music is something for guys that play in studios that have to play things that they don't know. But they have a different kind of brain where they can be playing and reading on the fly.
at the same
I
time.
can't do that. I
See.
would have to read it out and then figure it out. And then I'm just going to go off my memory. I'm not going to
Right, you're
go
not
off
even
of
gonna.
paper.
Oh wow! So can you play every
It's a slow
instrument?
learn, man. It took me. I've
Oh,
been
you go-
playing for 40 years now, approximately, and I just feel like I'm starting to understand what I can do.
Oh really? Damn, 40 years
I
into
mean,
it.
you go in the Guitar Center, you see 8-year-old kids sitting down with the guitar that are playing Yngwie Malmsteen, like they've been doing it their whole life.
Yeah,
I'm like,
and they're only 8.
I can't do that.
They only just
but I
started
didn't
talking.
get an early start either. I'm not blaming anybody or
Right.
anything, but they say you got to start early
Yep.
to do stuff like that.
That's when your mind
That's when you're-
forms to it. Yep.
And you see these little Chinese kids are on the piano. They're like playing with orchestras, and they're
Right.
6 years old.
Yeah. And they're fucking better than anybody you've
but
ever
that's,
heard.
That's all they've done since they were probably
Yeah.
3 years old.
Yeah.
Well, I'll put it this way. This is just silly, but video games, okay?
I can't do it.
I'm decent at video games. I went over to my buddy's house the other day. His 3-year-old whooped my ass at Mortal Kombat. His 3-year-old.
Yeah.
They're
And I was
kids.
trying my hardest.
My
Yeah.
buddy's
What is
buddy's
this?
daughter is only 16
Kids are-
months, and she knows how to work a whole entire fucking iPad.
Yeah.
She knows how to switch her fucking videos, everything.
If I break my PlayStation out, I play golf.
Yeah. What kind of play? You got a PlayStation 4?
No, I got it too.
Nice.
I haven't even had it out in probably 3 years.
You got the game Downhill Demolition for it? Because if you do, I want that shit.
No. No, I play a game called Swing Away Golf that came out in 2002, and I can play it and I can beat it. It's still challenging.
Right.
But
Yeah. See, it didn't come out like it. It's actually like when I was 15, I started getting the technology and the electronics down. Like these kids now have it right now. There's a 16-month-old that knows how to work an iPad better than I do.
Yeah.
She's on there finding her own videos and shit.
my problem is when I got my PlayStation, instead of playing my guitar, I was playing PlayStation every night.
Right.
And then it was one of them things where I realized, man, I got to just not do this anymore and focus more on the guitar because I'm way behind. I'm light years behind where I should have been at this point in my life.
Right.
But I'm happy to be where I'm at.
Yeah, you're
Because
doing.
there's a lot of people that are never even going to get to where I'm at. And like I
Yep.
said, I can't boast. I mean, if somebody says they like what I do, love it, I appreciate it. But just like if I'm doing it, you could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know, that's
facts. It's just where you put your time and effort.
it's just something that I've always loved music, and I've always loved heavy music and aggressive music.
Right.
And there is country music that I'll hear. Like I love Junior Brown.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever heard
Nope,
of him.
never heard
He
of him.
plays this instrument called the gut steel, right? It's half guitar with a steel guitar. They're connected together. So he's a badass blues player. He plays surf music. He plays country, and then he pulls that bar out of his pocket and he reaches over and starts playing steel guitar.
No shit.
And he's got this deep voice like Johnny Cash, and there's like a comedy element to his tunes, and kinda,
Yeah.
and it's just like really old school country western swing.
Yep.
But he's a badass, and he's classy. He wears a suit with a big cowboy hat, and
But he throws in multiple sounds in one song.
yeah.
That's
And his guitar, the gut steel is so heavy, it's mounted to a stand, so he stands behind it while he's playing it, because it's too heavy to
That's
wear.
on Facebook.
And
it's too heavy to put on your
anyway,
neck.
his big tune was called Highway Patrol, and if
So
you
it's
ever
live right now.
think
on the
about it,
Facebook too.
check it out, it's
Oh,
just
okay.
it's a
That's
great
cool.
tune, man.
No.
Even though like I said, I'm not a country guy. I have no ties to the South that I know of. I don't,
But you like the art that goes behind. Like sometimes when you see the art like that goes behind the music playing, you're
Yeah.
like, wow, I like this shit.
yeah,
you know?
the way he tells the story, he's like a storyteller.
Right.
And like Highway Patrol, he's talking about working as a state trooper.
Okay. Yep.
Trying to keep everybody driving slow, and
Right.
his pay is low.
So when it's
his
done,
hours are
I
long, and his
cannot
pay is
watch it no
low.
more,
and,
huh?
you know,
In my
and,
Facebook.
Everybody go
I
slow.
cannot watch it no more.
Yeah.
When it's done, no more.
Yeah, when we're done here, you can watch it on YouTube, Facebook.
Oh, it
all
still
of
be
that.
there.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
It's not just gonna go off when we go off.
And then
Oh, okay.
once I edit the audio, it'll be even on like Pandora. It'll be on iHeartRadio, Spotify,
Oh, okay.
Apple
So
Podcasts,
I-
anywhere you can listen to music or
So I
whatever.
could watch it again.
Yep.
Went
Yep.
after
You
him.
can watch it. Yep.
But like, you know,
Yeah,
Richie
what's-
Blackmore, he had Deep Purple. When he got out of that, he started Rainbow, and that's when Dio came on the scene. He hired Dio.
Okay.
So you know, like Man on the Silver Mountain.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
Rainbow.
a man
Yeah,
on
that's
the
great music.
silver
Yeah, that's
mountain.
Richie Blackmore on the guitar. I mean, that was his band, and he named the band after the Rainbow Lounge in L.A.
Oh, did he
'cause
really?
That was one of their hangouts. And
That's good. That's a really good song, Man in the Silver Mountain.
yeah, then after that, Dio left, and they got a guy named Graham Bonnet. He was on one album, and let's see. After that, he got Jolyn Turner, another great singer from New Jersey. Then he kind of went. Richie Blackmore plays. He's got this band called Blackmore's Night because his wife sings like something you would listen to people come in a castle in the
Right.
1600s or whatever and playing music. And but because he's European, that's his thing, man. That's what he knows.
Right. That's what he listens to.
Yeah,
That's
it's
how
not my cup of tea, but he's given me a lifetime of entertainment for sure. Even though he's like known as one of the most arrogant people ever. Like he wouldn't talk to me or you
Oh, really?
ever.
We're not that much.
He's like, I give you the music, that's enough.
Right. I don't
Neil
even.
Peart was like that from Rush. He's like
Was he?
He would not deal with any fans whatsoever.
Oh, really?
Like meet and greets.
I wonder why.
He wouldn't. He just said, "I never knew you." Like
Some
why,
people are like that.
Why
It
would
is,
why
yeah.
would I sit down with you like a friend when I've never even known
Only
you?
reason you like me is because I play guitar like this.
Yeah. You're right.
I mean, I want to know everybody that I can know.
Yep.
That I could.
That's what I want to fucking do.
I mean, I love to sit down at a bar and just talk with people I've never
Yep.
knew them.
Yeah.
And, especially if there's like a ball game on or something. You know, everybody's into the same thing.
Yep. That's what I like coming here because I mean we're on episode 28 and every episode I make like some people I don't even meet. I don't even know them until they come up and sit in the studio and then
2
I'll
days
friend to them.
ago, I had to go to the mall, and so I'm walking in the mall, and these two Army guys in full uniform are coming in behind me. And I was like, "Hey guys, thanks for your service." And they're like, "Oh, thanks, man, appreciate that." I was like, "Yeah, I did my time back in the '80s. You know, I was in the Philippines, and the one sergeant was like, "I'm from the Philippines, man." And so we started talking. Now we're friends on Facebook.
Yeah. That's how
He's
it
a
that,
recruiter. So I was like, "Yeah, if I can." Any young guys or whatever I can send your way, I'll talk to them. I'll give them your card.
oh yeah.
And, yeah.
They wouldn't accept me right now. I'm way too I'm way too far gone right now. I tried to go when I was 18 before I got into Spiratex, and I tried to go, and they were like, "We're gonna have to cut your ears and sew them up, and you can't get no more tattoos." I was like, "This ain't for me."
Yeah, it probably wasn't for you anyway.
No, it wasn't.
No, knowing your crybaby background.
Yeah, my crybaby background, can't watch. No wonder I was crying. I fucking hate fucking elephant ears. By the way, I hate those things. It's funny as
I was
shit.
just fortunate that they sent me to like the most kick-ass place on the planet.
Yeah, I think that's cool because you met your wife in the Philippines.
Sure did.
And that's awesome. And you guys, how long have you guys been married? Like over 30 years, hasn't it?
34.
Damn, son. That's awesome. That's a good, almost 35. That's
Well,
cool.
we've been together for 35 years
Oh, really?
plus, but anyway, yeah, greatest wife in the world, man.
That's fucking awesome.
Thank you,
You
honey.
couldn't ask for a better
I
wife.
told you I've heard so much good things about you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I never said a bad word about her ever.
Oh.
There's no
Thank
reason
you.
to.
Yeah.
Boy, my ears.
She's great. And in the Philippines is a different way of life.
Not really.
He's a good man.
I mean, they're
He's a
in a
good-
permanent depression.
Great man
Are they?
that
Because
I
of
met.
the
Thanks to him, I'm here in America.
Like there's no jobs there. You get a job, you never give it because you probably won't ever get another one.
Oh, really?
You can't work at McDonald's without being a college graduate there.
Really?
Dang.
Jesus, dude.
So you're pretty much born into nothing and you'll never have anything
That's what
unless you could make the right connection somehow.
Right. unless you can get your
I
voice
mean-
out there.
Yeah, but it's paradise.
Right.
It's
yeah.
like being broke ass, no future, no nothing, but you're stuck in paradise.
Dude, my goal is to have a podcast with you over in the Philippines.
That'd
One
be
day,
great,
yep.
man.
That's what I'm with.
All of us
On a
over
volcano.
Yeah. Close to a volcano. I hope it's about to erupt.
My one daughter Cheryl, she lives on a volcano.
Does she really?
So yeah,
A riot.
it's
there. Are they active? Is it an active volcano?
they say it's not active right now, but there's always a cloud right over
Okay.
the top.
Yeah.
I look at it every day. I mean, it looks like you could reach out and touch it. It's like 20 miles away.
Okay.
Oh, it's that big?
Yeah, I mean, it's big. It's a mountain.
That's crazy.
But everywhere you go in the Philippines, you see volcanoes. Or
Where's your house? What city is your house in?
it's called Mabalakit.
Mabalakit?
Yeah, it's right next to Angeles City.
Yep.
Yeah,
And that's the main city there, ain't it? Angeles is the main.
Well, no, I mean it's not the main. Manila's
Oh, Manila.
the
Yeah.
capital, but no, it's just the city where the Clark Air Base is.
Oh, that's where.
So
Cool.
my house is right there, right where I served.
Yep. Dude, you
It's
remember
down
when?
the street?
Remember when you told me you had to run away from a bull every morning?
No, it was a carabao, a Philippine water buffalo.
Oh, water buffalo.
But let's not get into that.
That was the funniest thing. I had to run away from a fucking buffalo every time I went to
It
fucking.
was on the chain, so I had to outrun it before its chain would stop it.
That's funny as shit, dude.
And I don't know, man. Maybe it just wanted to be petted.
Yeah.
Right?
You
Maybe
know?
it just wanted something
I'm
like a.
like, that some bitch got big old horns.
Yeah. And it ran to you every time, so you just.
Yeah.
Yeah, he like his uniform, Air Force.
Oh yeah. So you get a good stretch before you left
so
the house.
buffalo, like saying, "What are you wearing in there?" So
I'm gonna come sniff it.
yes. Plus, also, I bet he have a shiny shoes. When I met, he got clean haircut. You know, when you are
Yeah.
in the Air Force,
Yep.
everything, even his mustache needs to be trimmed good. His hair, he cannot get in without
I
really.
weighed about 100 and I probably weighed about 100 pounds.
He cannot get in without really a clean haircut. His
Yeah. Yeah. You had to stay formal. Yeah.
Everybody
yes,
knows that shit.
It is, and everything, clothes are.
Yep.
But
All-
the guitar,
Yeah.
but
Yes.
I love going to the mall there because the mall's got like, there's probably like 10 or 12 guitar shops in the mall.
No shit.
In the Philippines, they make awesome guitars that only cost like $100.
Damn. Oh well, you don't have any from the Philippines because.
No.
You know,
I mean, the one I got's from China, but
Yep.
I mean,
how far is that? How long is that flight? 18 hours, right?
about 18 hours.
So 17 hours,
Well, it
45
depends-
minutes.
Well, it depends on the airplane and the
From-
weather.
13,
Right.
If you fly in a new Airbus, you get there maybe 2 hours quicker because
but you have
Airbus-
to stop by in Japan.
Airbuses fly about
Detroit.
680 miles an hour. 747 flies about 500 miles an hour.
I didn't know they were that fucking fast.
So
Yeah.
from
Oh, yeah.
Detroit to
Detroit
Japan and then the
to-
Philippines.
to,
Yep.
to Japan first. Our first destination where you're gonna stop by is Okinawa, Japan.
Okay.
We stop in there like about 45 minutes maybe, and we have to transfer again
Another 4-hour flight.
another 4 hours, but it's a long way. It's 13 hours 45 minutes. But going to Manila, Philippines, another 4 hours. That's a good one because you know it's getting closer
Right.
to the Philippines.
Then about an hour bus ride or taxi ride to our house.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you're about an hour out from the
But
airport.
then, after that, like the next day, we'll go back to Manila to the domestic airport and fly to where Maria's from,
Yeah.
the island
Where my
she's
dad,
from.
where my dad at? Hi, Dad.
So
Hello.
that's another hour
Hello,
and
bro.
20-minute
Hi,
flight.
everybody in Antique.
And then about a
Hello.
3-hour ride through the mountains to get to
Oh
where
man.
she's from. And but it's like I got time to be tired when I'm there. It's like party time.
Yeah,
all
just the
time,
whole
no matter
time.
what.
I
'Cause I never get tired.
you telling me about the Philippines makes me want to go
It's
there
like
and
when
just
it's time
vacation.
to go to bed, it's like, no, I don't want to go to bed.
Yeah,
There's too much going on, man.
Matt, you
Everybody's
have
so-
to get your sleep. No,
I'm
no.
not doing it.
Yeah, I want to party. I want to party with my friends.
I remember a couple trips ago, I brought one pack of Pall Malls with me. So we finally get to the beach resort, and I was so happy. I saw the ocean, and I just ran, and I jumped in, and I was like, fuck,
Yeah.
my cigarettes are in my pocket.
Salty cigarettes. Hell yeah, dude. That's,
But then, like, a pack of locals are like 20 cents a pack.
oh, really?
Yeah.
But they don't have those.
They got all these names.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
They're 20 cents?
Yeah.
I'm moving to the Philippines.
What's,
Yeah.
what's a dollar worth over there?
50.
About 50 pesos.
Like,
Well, right now they say that
54, I think.
right now it's going.
Yeah, it
it's
changes
low.
daily.
Right now it's like going down like 47 now. It's up and down.
But a lot
Sometimes
of
there's-
things cost what they cost here.
Okay.
It's not like you go to McDonald's, you're paying the same for a Big Mac.
Paying $4 and
But
some.
then you could
Is
go
that
Our kids-
you're paying in dollars or pesos?
either way.
It's
They'll
still
accept either
still
way.
that many pesos.
That bitch is 200 pesos?
Yeah,
A Whopper?
yeah.
Fuck that.
Like you could go into a local Philippine restaurant and they'll cook you a big dinner for like under $1.
That's where I'm going to go.
At the real
But
restaurants.
you're paying for like McDonald's is worldwide. You're paying
For
their
that
price,
name.
You're paying.
no matter
yep,
what.
Yep.
corporate
But
price.
you never get homesick because it's all there. You want Pizza Hut, you want Shakey's Pizza, you want go to Outback Steakhouse. You know, it's all there. If you don't like what they offer you, which some is great, I don't like everything, but I don't have to.
What's
When
That's,
I want a
that's one place where
cheeseburger,
I always say I want to go.
Yeah.
I want to go
I'm-
there.
when
I'm
I want a
looking that way.
cheeseburger, there's
I forgot the camera is in front of me. I say
Yeah.
hello, kids. And I know they're watching right now. They're good. Philippines are good. They have their own cell phone all the time. Even, oh my gosh, even that's all their money. I know they're good. Oh,
I got a great friend
everybody
there.
mostly have cell phones.
I got a great
Hi,
friend there.
kids.
He's a guitar
Hello,
player.
Edgar, Eric, Bobong, Banji. Oh, we have grandkids too. Our grandkids are 12, so they call him Daddy Matt.
yeah.
Daddy Matt.
Ty knows
He's a
that.
Daddy Matt. That's their
He's Daddy Matt to me too, bro.
He's his Daddy Matt.
Yep.
They're Daddy Matt. they just say thank you because we just, like what I say, we have little money and we share
Yep.
so that also they could buy their food also because especially they have a big storm in there. So they
Stock up.
They just say hi
And
to
when you
Daddy
go,
Matt.
you got to sing. Everybody sings.
Really?
Yeah, karaoke is like off the charts. Huge.
Yeah.
I'll
man.
sing Happy Birthday. Okay.
Nobody will laugh at you, no matter how bad you are. Or
Right.
Nobody will laugh at you. It's just like you're expected to sing.
Dude, I'll be the tallest guy in the Philippines if I go there.
There's some pretty tall people.
Oh, there is? Some fucking
Well,
monsters
they're
there.
a mixture of all different countries. So it's not like when you go to Japan and everybody's Japanese. You go to
Right.
the Philippines, there's black, there's white people, there's brown people.
Oh yeah.
There's people with British blood and Australian blood and German. I mean, you could go to a German beer garden and hang out if that's what you're looking for.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah,
That's cool.
It's improving
that's
in
what
the
I'm
Philippines
telling you over
since
the years.
this right now that COVID, but when we are there, 28, when is that? 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Yes, that no pandemic. Excuse me, everything are great. Oh my gosh, you will never see how happy.
And everybody wants to take care of you.
Yes.
And I've heard that the Philippines are the best fucking people. They all they know is take care of each other, like take care of your guests, and it's
Yes.
I love
Family,
They ain't got nothing else to do.
right.
we eat, we eat together, and that's all. Even we have that's all our dishes and rice. We love rice.
So is your guys is like an Asian? It's like an Asian cuisine. Is the Philippines? Is
Not
yes,
really.
we have a different now. We are famous.
There's Asian
with
influence
different
in it, but
kind of dishes, like Pampanga. They have their own specialty too.
okay? It's
Yes,
the Philippine.
it's-
The Philippine
yes, the
taste.
Philippines
it's
have
No,
different
like every
kind of
region has their
specialty,
own
their food.
Oh, really?
style of
Like the
just
way
like
they season.
here, and like if you go down south, you know.
Right. You go to get a Philly cheesesteak out in
Yeah,
Philadelphia.
right.
You
Yeah.
go to get it. Yep. New York style pizza and shit like
Mm-hmm.
that. Okay. So it's different regions, different food they make and
Yeah,
stuff like
different
that.
fishes that they eat, and you know what's
Yeah.
available.
Is it
there.
mostly fish out there? Because you
Oh,
guys
we
are
get a
surrounded by
lot
water.
of fish down
Oh, yeah,
there.
fish
It
is
depends
huge.
when
Yeah.
what
And I
place
love
you're
fish,
going.
so I'm good with that.
Yeah, like in our place, you go back to Visayas, we have different kind of fish that is not even in Luzon. We have giant fish, like a fish stick.
Yeah, you
Yep.
got to be careful. Like if you go to like a certain restaurant and say, "Yeah, I want a grouper,"
Yep.
right? They put the whole fucking grouper on the
Head and all. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm talking like a fish. It's half the size of that table.
Jeez.
So you get a grouper for the whole family.
Yeah.
The whole fish.
Motherfuckers just grab a fork and a
They
spoon
just
and
cruise
just
it
go
down.
and do
It's
it.
a fork,
Yeah.
and just dig out whatever meat you want.
That's fucking dope. I like that. I like the Philippines. I wish that people elsewhere would fucking act like that. Be all personable. Be all ready for a guest
But
and shit.
you gotta have people surrounding you that are watching for you, because you know petty crime is huge, pickpocketing and scams and
Right.
shit
Yeah,
like
wherever
that.
you go, you
Yeah,
just
you
be
gotta
careful.
survive somehow.
Yes,
Everybody's
When I go,
everybody's
I'm surrounded by an
Everybody-
entourage of people.
everybody, wherever you go place, you always be careful anyway.
But I got a good friend there.
'Cause
He's
we
a
don't know
guitar player by the name of
people.
Joey Iommi.
what?
One of my good guitar player friends on Facebook. He lives there. His name's Joey Iommi, and we're trying to do this collaboration. I haven't heard about it recently, but doing like one of them videos, like I'm playing at home, he's playing at home, the drummer's playing where he's playing.
All right, like a
Anyway.
Zoom band.
Yeah, and we did a version of Pipeline by the Ventures, a surf tune, and but their editor hasn't got it all put together yet.
Right. That's cool. I like that. So you just send the
Eventually
videos
when it
in.
comes out, yeah, I send them my thing. We all play to the same drum track.
It's a multinational
Yeah, but,
fucking
Whenever
international
it comes out, I'll post it.
That's cool.
The
I'll
one
share it.
the guitar, that he's a very nice man. He sent you someone for the, what is that?
Yeah, I talked about that.
The
My amp.
yeah,
Amp, yeah.
he is a good man. We don't even know.
I can't
He's
mention his
just-
name because he didn't want everybody to know about
Right.
it.
Yeah, he's just sent Matt.
He wants to hear your shit, dude. He likes your shit. He feels your tune. that
Yeah,
you're-
I love his shit too.
He's come
Yeah.
California, right, honey?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in Santa Cruz.
Yes.
He's invited me many times to come out and play on the pier there.
Yeah.
He says, if you ever come out here and play, they're going to make you the mayor of Santa Cruz.
Do it. You're already the mayor of fucking the Philippines,
That's
dude.
too much pressure.
You're already
I'm
the fucking
comfortable in my living room setting.
right, dude. But you're famous in the Philippines, dude. You're Daddy Matt. You got an entourage.
Oh yeah. He's famous
There's a
down
few
there.
people.
Yeah.
He's famous every time. But they always look.
That's a big word, famous.
They always look daddy
Yeah.
Matt.
How much does it cost for a flight to the Philippines?
Well, it could be anywhere like with
Ish,
with
yeah.
miles from under $1,000 to $3,000.
Okay.
It depends. For sometimes you could get
And that's
a
just
good
for coach.
a good
Yeah.
price also. It depends.
If you want a first class ticket, I mean, you're talking like $8,000.
Right. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
care. Throw me in the luggage compartment
Yeah.
for all I care.
Yeah.
I don't care either because alcohol's free. International flights.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Just don't act stupid, you know?
Right.
And,
Sometimes
they
you could
feed
get
you-
like 1,000 plus.
They feed you like every 4 hours.
Sometimes if you want to go
I
like
100% wanna
Detroit,
go.
you have a lot of place that you're gonna stop by. There's even you could even get maybe 700, right?
Yeah.
Before, yeah, 700 or 800.
Depending on the flight.
Yes, depends because sometimes
Depends on
they
the time.
They
And,
got
yeah,
great-
they have a good sale.
They got great bands there, man. You could
Right.
you could go to different clubs that are like the club's named after a band, right?
right.
Like back in the day, you could go like to the Metallica bar. And
Okay.
they'd have a band there that only plays Metallica. You could go to a place that only plays Rolling Stones. And,
So when we go to the Philippines, we're gonna ask when you're going, so we can be there when you're there.
Philippines, right on the beach. See this thing?
That's cool.
Oh yeah.
It's carved out of a stone. I think I paid $1 for it. So somebody whittled on this thing for, I don't know, a day or how many days, and it was $1.
That's
But they say in the Philippines with this, like a claw or a tooth, you're bulletproof.
Okay.
okay. That's cool. Yeah, so when we go to the Philippines, we're waiting until you go too.
There's a lot of people.
Yeah. Oh no, but we're trying. We're gonna have a podcast out in the. We already had a podcast out in Arizona.
Yeah, your dad told me about that.
Yep.
That's
We went to
awesome.
Arizona with it, and it was fucking awesome.
But over the years,
So you
I've
guys go different places now?
Well, we
You
did
have-
once because we wanted to talk to the guy out in Arizona we were going to see.
who was it?
Kevin Wallace, he's a MMA fighter. He moved out to Arizona to get into a better fight camp to try to push for being
See,
professional.
all the fights I watch are like from 2017, and
Yeah. Yeah. I
was
mean,
watching some
This-
last night.
he's now training with guys that are actually in the UFC,
Mm-hmm.
that are actually like fighting for championships and
Well,
stuff. Like
well, I'm
those are
honored
his
that-
trainers.
I'm here
Yeah.
that you guys interviewing us with our life, me and my honey.
yeah.
We're honored to.
Oh, this is
For-
one of my favorite
This
episodes.
is my first time
Yeah,
being in the world. What is this like?
You're worldwide right now.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is my first time. Like, do I'm dreaming?
That's
Yeah.
what I love about Facebook. I go worldwide every
Well,
time I post
we're
a video.
honored. Thank
My
you very much.
page is
Anytime.
open to everybody.
To everybody, to the public.
You
Yeah.
I've had people that knew my mom and dad say, "Hey, are you related to my mom and
Yeah.
dad?" And I was like, "Oh yeah." And,
Fuck yeah, I am. That's cool.
there
Like
was,
you said, you get to connect
there
with
was
your old
there
friends.
was one of my mom and dad's old friends. His sister contacted me, and she was suffering through cancer. Right. Well, she lasted a few years, but she was like, "Your videos keep me going. I look forward to that every week." And,
That's
one of the things that keeps me going.
yep, the one thing that, like the same thing with the fucking cup of tea in the morning.
Yeah.
People
I
love
love
it.
it, man.
People love that shit, and it makes me, because honestly, I do that for me. I got to think of something positive before I go out into the world because I have rough nights. So when I wake up or when I get up or whatever, I got to think of something positive, and then I share it to the world.
Well, if there's people that have issues with that or don't take it seriously, well, that's
Yeah.
don't look.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what was the first thing he said? He walked in and he's like, I didn't get my cup of tea this morning.
Yeah, you didn't. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, and because my phone's messing up, but we did one at 11.
Well, like when I'm at work all day, I can't really, I don't get
Right.
service good at work.
Yeah.
And like I said, if I want to watch TV, I'm plugging my phone in, and I can't get on. I try to catch up, like when I'm using the toilet or whatever.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's hell yeah, dude. I thank you guys. Spiretex, everybody from Spiretex is really fucking liking it, and they're all watching it and shit. I love it. I'm gonna get Tony on here too to model. I'm gonna make
I
him.
told them. I tell them every day, "Did you check it out yet?" "No, I haven't had time yet."
Yeah.
Well, when you get around to it, you'll like
Yeah,
it, man.
you'll like it. It's just me. It's just me talking shit.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. And yeah, so
Over the years, there was times when I didn't play guitar at all. I was just like, I ain't worthy of this, man. I can't do it. And then find a new guitar and get re-inspired by it. Every
Right.
time you get a new guitar, it's like you play something that you could never play before.
oh really? You just
know?
find something. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can find something
And
new.
I
you're
remember
like,
one of my all-time favorites, Johnny Winter. He was a heavy rock blues player, albino from Texas. And I remember I was watching CNN or something, and the crawl went down and said that Johnny Winter passed away. And I immediately jumped up because I had a Johnny Winter model guitar at that time, headless.
okay,
No
yeah.
headstock, so tunes down here. And I started jamming. Like, I felt like he came at me and wanted to jam because I was like, wow, I've
You
never
stood
had
up
that
and you
kind
just
of
started
fire.
playing it. Yeah.
And so that was a big eye opener.
That's cool. That's cool. You're playing through your. Yeah, that's
know.
sweet.
I got some friends that are like, "Wow, you were really channeling Jimi Hendrix there," and I'm like, "I didn't hear that, but if that's what you heard,
Right. That's yeah, it's their perspective. They heard it, you know. That's
He's a
cool.
good one.
I'm just doing this for shits and giggles, and
Yep.
I don't know what else to do. I don't fish anymore.
Every
I'm not a hunter.
yeah.
I'm not a gamer.
Just play guitar.
Uh,
That's his hobby
boys.
now.
Yeah, you work and play guitar. That's
like
Yeah.
remember what you said before when
Yes.
You and your buddy went to the courthouse or something, and she was like, "The rocker still works there."
yeah, yeah, yeah. Does the guy that rocks out still go there? Oh yeah,
that's hilarious,
He
man.
definitely does, dude. One of my fucking I
'Cause
love.
I had a crazy image back in them days. I wore a jumpsuit, a Spartex jumpsuit, with my combat boots with the legs tucked in, and I had my mohawk, and I had this big like motorcycle chain necklace with a
Oh,
big skull
gosh.
on it.
Oh
and
my
I'd
god.
be
He
so-
have a
bracelets.
mohawk. He got a mohawk and he get in.
That's
my
why
work.
John always called me a snake, because I
Snake.
said I looked like Snake Plissken from Escape from New York.
That's awesome.
Snake Plissken. See that when I hear that, I think of Metal Gear Solid, the video game.
Yep.
That's the dude's
But
the
then
bad
my
guy.
hair started falling out. No more mohawk.
Mm.
So what do
So
That's why I color and do my hair all the time, because there's going to be a day where I can't
well,
anymore.
then I started shaving my head for a short time, and then we were in Vegas. So now my hair's falling out. I'm going gray.
Oh,
We're
I
walking
love-
around Vegas, and I see all these old guys that are bald.
I never
and they got
forget that.
ponytails and
And-
Hawaiian shirts, and I was like, "That's my new look, man! It's a no-brainer."
Yeah.
So then I started wearing Hawaiian. I just wear button-ups.
Oh my God.
I've adapted that
Everybody-
from
Some are
you.
Hawaiians.
Yep.
Everybody
the Jesse
went.
Ventura.
Yep.
Get a picture with him, like he think he's one of the rock star. Because I say I don't know these people. They come
I
and
thought
get
I was a
as a-
Elvis impersonator.
yeah. They got a picture. They have a picture next to him, and I'm really looking. It's like, wow, you have a fan in here in Vegas.
What the hell's going on?
It is because they're standing up next to him and get a picture with them, with him,
Your man's famous.
and I'm just like, oh, look at you, you have a fan. Yes, everybody like, it's like they have the whole family. They do one by one. They said, hi, cheese, cheese. And so I said,
Funny
"Oh,
stuff, man.
Well, they think he's a rock star.
Yeah.
You know, rock star Matthew Salas.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
But he's a rock star for me.
Do you
He-
bring your
he's-
guitar to the Philippines, or do you have
No, I
guitars?
have one there.
Oh, do
My
you?
boy got one for me. So,
So you go shred? Do you go shred for him down there?
actually,
Yeah, Edgar got him for him. That's one of our
back
sons.
back when I was in the Air Force, all these little kids, they were all scared to death of me because I had a uniform on, and
Yeah.
authority.
Yeah.
They're just little, couldn't speak English, and anyway, one of them was my boy's best friend, and he died of a heart attack, and so he got the guitar that they had in their house, and
Okay.
now it's my guitar, and
That's cool, man.
it's a Strat copy, but it's cool. I can play it,
Right?
but when we're there, I ain't got time for that really.
Yeah. You want to party? You know?
Well, they want me to party.
Right? But you're
like every day.
55.
Every
yeah.
night, everybody from the dudes that were like this are all grown, got kids of their own. They all come over and they want to drink San Miguel beer and smoke cigarettes and just talk, and we'll sing karaoke and listen to music.
And they have food, a bunch of food.
See, when the sun goes down, man, the partying starts because they ain't got
Right.
nothing else.
Right.
A lot of people got nothing else better to do. That and basketball is huge.
Oh, in the Philippines?
Oh, yeah. Like, if you can't be an American basketball star and get a contract, go to the Philippines and get a job because you will live,
Lavish.
yeah, you'll be a rock star.
Yeah.
And they do. I mean, if you watch the Philippine pro basketball leagues, there's like, where's the Filipinos at, man?
No Filipinos.
Well,
and there's
there's
a whole bunch of
couple, but
Americans.
mostly it's, dudes from here.
Yeah. That didn't go to the NBA.
Yeah. And now they're doing that in Australia with the Australian football. They're recruiting all these tall Americans because there's not real tall people in Australia.
Yeah.
And they want guys that can jump up and get the ball over the other dudes.
Over everybody that's 4 foot tall.
Yeah. So that's real big right now. I know that.
I need to go to Australia then.
But, when you go to the Philippines, the music is great. I mean, they don't like when you put on a rock station, you'll hear shit that they would never play here.
Oh yeah,
You know,
that's sweet. This is-
and they're still living in the past, so you hear a lot of old stuff and
right. They're not so caught up with us. Well, they're on Facebook now.
they're in the 1940s,
Oh,
except for computers.
right. Yeah. The only thing that's different is they got a
But,
computer
yeah,
in their hand.
I mean, all my family, they're all on Facebook, and which is awesome because we can FaceTime with them anytime and
Oh, really?
sit and talk with them. And,
So now
yeah,
you're more
They
you're more
were
personable with them.
Yeah, had the typhoon coming through a few nights back, and my wife was on Facebook, talking with them, and they were all hiding in one room, and all the roofs in the neighborhood were blowing off, and
Oh
I mean,
man,
it's like the end of the world.
is your house good? Did
Oh,
it?
yeah,
Did it?
yeah.
All the mostly a lot of what is that when a heavy rain and a heavy wind come, so some of the trees, they have a lot of trees that
Everybody's got
Yeah.
steel roofs, so
Okay.
if it gets
there are
under
a
there,
lot of trees that fall.
it's like the whole roof's going.
Right.
It's not like losing shingles.
Right.
Like right now, there is a news in they say Cagayan that they are still rescuing people, like a big flood, and there are a lot of they rescue people in different provinces that they're still. Some of them, they are in the roof and they are rescuing them. Some of them, it's so sad because, may their soul rest in peace, but
Yeah.
it's not funny at all
Yeah.
to see it in the news like that your heart,
Yeah.
even you don't know people, it's not your relatives. It's like you feel like
Yeah. It still hurts though.
it is
Yeah.
that they could lose their loved ones. And because I have a lot of loved ones down
They're
there.
they're still human no matter what. They still have a heartbeat. They still
Yeah,
they
of
still
course,
pump
yeah.
blood just like
Yes.
we do. You
Yeah.
know.
Yes, that is during this pandemic. Nothing.
And
mostly
everything
nothing-
shut down during the pandemic, and then you're having all
And the
these fucking
food.
All the
yeah,
fun stuff, anyway.
yeah,
The food,
yeah. Everybody
it's
sucks
already
to
Eating
work.
hard to
groceries,
survive. And now there's another typhoon, and it's really hard to have like that.
Yeah.
Nature strike
Yeah.
and pandemic.
See, like
it's too
one
much.
thing I love, like when we go there, we'll go grocery shopping, and in the grocery store, everybody's like, "Hey, Joe, I'm Joe," GI Joe,
Yeah.
because I'm white. they know that I've been there.
Right. What's up, GI Joe? How you doing?
If you're white and you go there, they know that you serve there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got a friend.
What are they gonna think of me when I go there?
I got a friend. Oh, they'd love you, man.
All right.
I got
They're
a friend. there.
very friendly.
He
even
retired
when
there.
you
He's
come
got a
over
pig
there.
farm,
They're
lives right
very
on the
friendly.
ocean. Got a young wife and kids, and so, I mean, there's a lot of people I knew that are like, if I ever go and live there, that people that I served with, that
They stayed there.
yeah,
Yep. Okay, that's cool. That's fucking awesome. And the people you were in the actual army with,
Air Force.
or Air Force with, they're still there.
yeah. A few
They're
of my
fucking-
friends, they got houses just like me and my wife, and they go back every few years for vacation.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
because it was cheap to get a house, wasn't it? Well, in American money.
Yeah, but not only that, it's like, I mean, if you like the ocean and you like mountains and you like palm trees and you don't want to spend a lot of money
And you like pretty, and you
And-
like pretty Asian women.
and everybody speaks English, so you don't need a translator.
Oh right.
You
Okay.
could go wander off and every sign, every business, everything's English.
I'm gonna pull a Matt
Like you go
Salas.
to Japan and you get off the beaten track. You can't
That's
even,
fucking. You can't read
you
shit.
can't even read directions
Right.
to get back your. And then if you talk to people, they're not going to understand.
Right. I'm gonna pull a Matt Salas and go get me a wife from the Philippines. I told you that since the get go, bro. Look at the life you're living. You got a lady that loves the shit out of you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need me one of them.
Well, they're waiting for you.
You wanna get fucking married? Let's go.
They're waiting.
Well, all you got to do is get a plane ticket and get a plane ticket back.
It's a lot deeper than that, ain't it? It's a lot deeper than that.
No,
It's a
just
joke. It's a
passport.
joke.
You just need a passport.
Yeah. I'm
But
gonna,
like right now, it's not the time to go anywhere.
yeah.
Yeah.
Never. Yeah.
I mean, even go downtown, we're casino people. Last time we went to the MGM, sitting at the bar having a beer, and the dude's like, hey, you got to put your mask on. I'm like, I'm having a beer. He's like, no, in between drinks, you got to put your mask on. So I was like, you know what? Let's get out of here. Screw this.
Yeah. That's.
Why
yeah.
are you even open then?
Yeah.
So we go to Hollywood, sit down, take your shit off, and you're good to go.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, you just can't sit next to each other at the slot machines. You got to sit.
No, they got
sit
every other
yeah.
one closed. But
Okay.
I'm not a gambler anyway. I just hang out and watch.
Just like to drink beer, have fun.
No, he's waiting for me. I'm the one.
You're the one that wins,
I'm the one
Oh, yeah.
gambler.
gambler. Oh yeah.
Yeah, last year she hit a $5,000 jackpot there.
In Hollywood.
It was about 2 o'clock in the morning. And the bummer is they come out and they pay you in front of everybody and they're taking your picture and all the employees come and want to get their picture with you. And I'm like, hey, this ain't cool.
Yeah. We're
Right.
about to
I
get
agree.
Pay me
fucking
in the back
robbed.
room. So when we left, I found the biggest security guard. I was like, hey, you mind walking us out to our car? Because we got a purse full of money here, man. And everybody saw us get paid.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're counting the money. You know me, yes. Give me the money.
Everybody's watching.
Yeah.
That's what I said. If I ever win the lottery or something, I don't want anybody to know. I'm going to go in there with a mask.
Yeah.
For real. I'll sign the papers with a mask.
Yeah, get one of them old guy masks they got now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
They,
They got
those
good
things are
ones.
cool.
Yeah.
Just go in there with
Get a
Jason
button-up
mask.
shirt and fucking. Looks real too. They're latex as
Completely
fuck.
covered. You wouldn't be able to tell what race I am or anything.
No.
Oh yeah, it's hard. But at this time, you never know. Yeah, because you just go out in the street.
Yeah.
Hey, where's your money? And then we have no money.
Yeah. We don't have none. What are you doing?
We work
Yeah.
after we have the check. It's already counted. It's already gone for bills.
Yeah. It's already already
Yes,
paid
it's
for.
already- yeah. So where you think we're gonna get some money? Because it's like we're living payday to payday.
Yeah. Right.
Is sometimes I will just be thankful.
Yep.
I pay my dollar and then thanks for the lottery. Sometimes I win for 4 digit, and then if I win a little money
And then I get a new
and I
guitar.
share,
I don't do that
I
anymore.
don't I don't keep it in myself. I still share.
Right.
My loved ones in the Philippines, even just little, and they could buy also food.
Right. So they
It's,
can.
it's funny because now
Yeah.
I don't want anything anymore. I got like my
You got-
dream guitar, my dream amp. You get this money, and usually I would race right to Guitar Center to buy something
Right.
that I didn't even need. I
Yeah.
don't even have that urge anymore.
No, you don't want to.
And
Yeah.
it's funny because even my guitar has its own couch.
Oh,
We
really?
got 3 couches in her. I got mine, she has hers, and my guitar has its own couch.
That's cool. You sit down, you tuck it in at night, and
Yeah.
put it to
Oh, I
sleep.
kiss it. I kiss it
told
before I
me-
go to bed every night.
He told me
It's
that
very good to me.
we have the siren came, like they say, oh, we have in Rockwood, we have the tornado is coming, so
Right.
he's in the work. You know what he ring me? He said, as long you rescue my guitar. And that's it. You rescue my guitar when the storm come. Oh, really? And here am I. Went to the tub, and I cover his guitar with the blankets, and I'm
Priorities, man. It's
I really did.
priorities.
And I'm sitting down in the tub, because they say it's, and I'm holding his guitar. And here am I in my phone. And then I kept saying, oh my gosh, it's the storm is coming, tornado is coming. And then I'm in the Facebook, but it's dark because I'm all covered with the blankets.
The blankets, yeah.
And then one of his friends said, Maria, I cannot even see you. Where you at? Oh, yeah. I say, I'm here in the tub with cover. You cannot see me. I said, my boys, you could see me. But and I'm sweating because I have all the blankets.
Blankets, yeah.
But I had this guitar because he said, honey, rescue my guitar. Oh, yes.
Oh,
I'm
my
home.
God.
Yes. And I will never forget that.
Is the guitar okay?
Yeah, I never forget I had the guitar that in the tub with the blankets,
Yeah.
and his friend say, Maria,
I don't have any other
you.
prized possessions.
I
Right.
cannot see you, Maria. But I'm here in the tub, with all the blankets covered me. And I finally get sweat and realize, oh, the siren is gone. Maybe everything's...
So now, look, rewind it way back to before I got my first guitar, right? My brother's 3 years older than me. He's left-handed. He got a guitar. He bought a guitar. He worked. He's left-handed.
Yeah.
He bought a right-handed guitar, right? Never could do anything with it. I wasn't even allowed to look at it.
Oh, and you're
So then when he decided he didn't like it anymore, he sold it to somebody else.
didn't even give it to his brother.
Or, yeah.
What an
That-
asshole.
But, well, it's like, man, I could be a death row criminal right now.
Right.
That's how I'm feeling.
Right.
I couldn't say it out loud, but
But it's little, so they don't know. Maybe he don't know that he like to play.
so anyway, when I got my guitar, I sat down in the room with my guitar teacher, which I'm still friends with, a guy named Frank Bizzani, and he was like, "Oh my God, that's the guitar they want you? That's the biggest piece of crap in the whole store."
Oh my God.
But I dealt with it, and so he taught me Wipeout. That was one thing he taught me. So going back to the surf music, that's the first song I ever learned how to play was Wipeout.
Oh, really? That's sweet. That's fucking cool, dude. Do you have anything to plug in? Like,
Your social. How do you get to your?
how do you
YouTube
get to
and
listen
stuff?
to your fucking jams, man? How do you?
Oh, it's just El Mariachi Salas on YouTube.
El Mal-
El Mariachi?
Yeah, just
Oh.
like it's on.
Friday
Okay.
Jam, right, hon?
the
Yeah.
Friday
Friday
Night
Jam.
Jam on
It ain't
YouTube.
nothing to.
Friday Jam.
It ain't. There's some good moments there, I guess, but
It's good. It's good because it's freestyle off your brain. It's genuine. It's very real.
but if you went on my Facebook page and just went to videos, there's probably 100+ videos on there.
Yeah.
Because I never put them all on YouTube.
Right. But you should. You can get out there on YouTube. A lot
Yeah.
of people watch YouTube.
Yeah, I just haven't found the right way to get people to, like the description.
Oh, like you haven't found
I've
a way
tried.
to pull them in.
I've tried all different ways, like this is playing a cover tune, or using this amp, or I'm using this type of effect, or
Right,
whatever.
right.
And now I'm not using any effects whatsoever. It's just guitar and it's straight into amp.
Yeah, I don't know how to do any of that. That's why I
So-
have him. He gets me out to the world. I just talk into a microphone.
Yeah, that's great. man.
He's a good
I love it.
Yeah, that's
computer,
fucking.
huh?
Tell people about it every day at work.
That's
you know?
awesome, dude. That's awesome, man. I like that you're sharing
But
it.
a
And
lot of people just don't take shit seriously.
they don't. They don't. And the biggest thing behind what we're doing is I'm treating it like a business. So
yeah.
I'm really
Yeah.
trying to make it.
Haters gonna hate.
Yeah, haters gonna hate. They always do, man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, I bet you got a lot of fans in the Philippines.
I hope now I got Daddy Matt on here. You know, I got the fucking king, the Daddy Matt of
Maybe the first of many.
yeah. That would be awesome. I'm gonna wrap this up. You guys have a wonderful day. That's episode 28. I love every single one of you. Have a great day.